to the Intelligent Idea Talkers podcast.
Yo, I'm mute.
Bad, we live. We back.
Hey.
Thank you guys for joining us for another installment of the Intelligent Idea Talkers podcast series for the week of Saturday, November 15th, 2025. Thanks for joining us. I'm your host, D.
This is Juice.
And we waiting on Big Frank to join us.
Yeah, Zero will be on. He'll be hopping on here a little bit later. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of business.
100,000%.
100,000%.
Yeah, man. But how you been, my brother? Now, I know we've been talking for a minute off camera.
Yeah.
But how you been on camera?
I mean, good, man. You was talking about me dyeing my beard, which I plan on doing. I'll probably grass on tomorrow.
I said you can do it. Let us know what y'all think in the comments. But yeah. I do understand your point of feeling more youthful.
Look at this, man.
Yeah. No, it's good, man. Nice and grizzled, man. I like it, man. You know, it's one thing you can't run from is Father Time, bro. He gonna find you, bro.
Yeah, true.
You can't run from Father Time or a Yajuta, apparently. So we'll
no, definitely not. Which we'll be talking about later, yo. Yeah, man. But how you been, man?
I'm good, man. You know, another day, another dollar, man. And I know we were talking before cast about Trump. All right, so let me tell the story and it's just to meander on some topics before Big Frank comes on, and we get to the main point of the cast. So Trump was on. I don't know if anybody's seen this, but Trump was on the Washington Commanders game last week. It was a 425 game. So 425 games, they have this thing. They're kind of more premier games because there's not as many games happening in the NFL at 425. So at 1 o'clock, you might have 6 or 7 games kick off. At 425, you have 2 or 3. So it's more of a premier, everybody's watching those games kind of thing. So Trump comes in and they're saying and I didn't know. I had no idea. Like, right, because nobody watches live TV. Maybe they said he was going to be on before. Mm-hmm. They said the President Trump will be joining us. And I was like, Trump? So what the hell? I mean, okay, the Commander Stadium is in Maryland. Andrews Air Force Base is right next door to where they are, right? So he probably landed there, drove over to the stadium. It's cool. But it's just weird. Where the fuck is Trump? Why are you at a football game? Is it cool or is it like you should find something better to do, right? Because we wouldn't berate Obama for going to a football game. Hey, he of course he enjoys basketball.
I think it depends, man. Like, wouldn't we? Would we not? Because like. Yeah. Remember, like, they used to talk shit about Obama for, like, golfing. Nigga, they used to talk shit about Obama for wearing the tan suit. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, they used to talk shit about Obama for, like, eating a hot dog. I think he just had mustard on it or some shit.
Right.
Like, But, like, at the same time, it's like, you kind of have to be fairly popular with, like, at least the area you're in. Like, maybe if you went to a game in Texas, it was like, oh, people might be cheering because, you know, they're rednecks and
might be
the Republicans, whatever. But like here in this area, in DC, Maryland, like we ain't vote for this, and like he's fucking shit up. He fired like a good chunk of governmental workers who all live in the area. Like
100%, yeah.
It's not the place you don't want to go outside around here.
Yeah, of course, he is not well received in any progressive thinking area, I wouldn't think. So look, I think it's kind of cool. Let me just say that much. As far as paying attention to the sports, I wouldn't blame the president because at the end of the day, you're a man, you're a human being. Like, of course you like golf or baseball or, you know what I mean? Like, maybe he likes watching Ultimate Fighting, UFC or something. You know what I mean? Like,
I honestly don't think. Do you think Trump's a sports guy?
No, and that's the problem.
I don't know why. I'm not a sports guy, but I get the vibe he's not a sports guy either.
This was solely a political move or some kind of move he was trying to make to look good, but it didn't work because everybody was like, "What the fuck are you doing here?" Okay, like so. But I wouldn't berate a president for liking sports, right? Remember they had Obama playing basketball, and you know, of course, it's kind of cliche. The first black president also plays basketball. You know,
kind of like he play. You know.
But, you know, if he play, that's cool, you know. I mean, presidents play golf. Golf is considered a sport, not a game, right?
So I don't know why, but yeah,
whatever.
It is.
So Excuse me.
Why is golf considered a sport?
I don't know, because there's no. That's why you can have a 75-year-old guy that kills it in golf, because it's not really a sport. It's more of a game. More,
Yeah,
but
it's like a game, right? But like,
yeah,
not all games are sports.
but neither
off
here nor
topic.
there. So look, so Trump comes on the cast. They come up. They say, now the Commanders. We already, as a Commanders fan, we already getting our ass whooped, and we done lost the last 5 weeks straight, the last month straight.
It was
So
already moving.
you looking at this game, and you like, Trump is next, and I'm like, all right, I'm interested, because I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here, interrupting the football game? Like, when the hell do you ever care about football? You know what I mean? We ain't never seen you talk anything about football and all this. But it's also weird. My first thought was like, okay, now they are just coming off this whole FBI scandal with the NBA, right? So like, is there some kind of connection there with the head? Because the head of the FBI made a show. What's his name? Patel.
Patel, yeah, Cash Patel.
Yeah, Cash Patel. He has a cool name though. But he made a show of that NBA scandal. He held a press conference. So now Trump popping up in the middle of a football game, and it's like, okay, what's going on here? Is this part of his whole draining the swamp kind of thing or something? But whatever.
you thought Trump was going for that joke and be like, ha ha, got you too.
Who the hell knows what this guy's even thinking, man?
When are you starting? It's been an hour.
So he comes on.
In a minute.
So he comes on, right? Comes on to the station. They come back. He's with the announcers in the booth, so he's not like down on the field in the game, right? But we're getting our ass busted. So it's like,
he's already in a bad mood. Like, I'm already upset.
So, Juice, they start talking and they're meandering and kind of, hey, Trump, it's good to have you with us. There's also a black announcer that was in there. So I'm telling you right now, and I wish we had a clip of it, but it got awkward. You can tell the announcers got awkward. They didn't know what to say to Trump. And Trump was just doing his Trumpisms, oh yeah, it's lovely, it's great, we have a wonderful city, this is a wonderful owner, Josh, and his group, you know what I mean? Like, just all the Trumpisms that he just said. So, but there was no
love the man, he's a great guy.
I don't even think the announcers knew why he was in there, because there were awkward pauses everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, there were awkward pauses in the middle of them trying to talk, and he wasn't actually getting to the point of anything of like, did you want to make an announcement or something? You just wanted to stop by? It was a very awkward encounter, man. I would encourage you to go watch
Just lonely
the video.
Just wondering what you guys are doing.
They got it on YouTube. The whole, it was weird. And then so you go on Instagram. So you go on Instagram afterwards, right? And you see all the fans booing. Of course, they didn't show it on TV, right? Because you're on Fox, they're not going to show fans booing and flicking off the president.
I did hear about the booing, though, yeah.
So he's in the booth, right? And you got pictures, fans took pictures of people giving him a middle finger while he's up in the booth. And the fans are taking videos of all the people booing him and shit. And it's like, what the fuck are you doing here at this football game, bro? Like, what is going on? Like, are you coming here to make some kind of special announcement? Did you just want people to know that you were cool? You like sports? It was just so awkward. It was like, yeah, go watch it, man. It's just weird. Like, the announcers didn't know what to say. They asked him if he wanted to call a play. Like, okay, he takes the snap at 2nd and 4. Here's the running back, takes a snap, goes around the left side. The guy asked him, "Do you want to call a play, Mr. President?" And he did his Trumpisms. The whole, he's gaining yards. Look, he's great. He's a phenomenal running back. He's phenomenal. You know what I mean? Like, it was just weird. It was like the whole thing. It was awkward to me when I'm sitting there looking at it. Like, okay, first, why the fuck are you here? Right? We're already in a bad mood. We getting our ass whooped. Why are you here? And you ain't saying nothing once you got here. And then like the departure was awkward. Like I don't know. I'm like, what? Yeah. So it just it's another bullet point in the. If I would classify Trump's, presidency, at least this second term, just in one word, I would say maybe awkward. Of course, you can classify his presidency in 100,000 words, but just awkward. He's just awkward. It's like,
I'm trying to find like footage of like actually him in the booth, but it's all just like media covering it. I don't want to watch media. I want to hear him talking.
Yeah, it was just awkward because like you've never heard him make mention of the NFL and anything, besides little, phenomenal. And he got there and just did his Trumpisms the whole time. And it was like, what the hell are you doing here, man? Like,
let me see if I can play this. Let me see.
Shouldn't you be working on the government shutdown or something? Didn't they sign a bill the last couple of days to end the shutdown?
Yep.
Isn't that a little more important?
But he don't do shit with that.
I don't know. But it was it's just another sticky note in Trump's awkward presidency to me, Like what the hell is going on here? Like everything you do is like just awkward. Like I wonder really what like who are his handlers, right? Because every president has a constituency they kind of have to answer to, right? Like,
now you can hear it. We're trying to get some audio, but
it might not play. It was just weird. Look at the score, Juice. We was already in a bad mood, man. All right, like I'm there, like, what the fuck are you doing in here, man? Look, he just pops up, and the brother, like he's a black dude, but he was still respectful. He was kind of more like me. Like if I met Trump,
you're not trying to start. First off, you're trying to keep your job.
I wouldn't disrespect him to his face. He's the president of the United States. You show him his show him his due respect as president. But just go because I think I watched it live. They probably have some kind of deal where like Fox doesn't want you to have the audio or something.
Yeah, probably. Also, stop this before my computer crashed. My computer ain't that powerful.
Yeah. But it was just awkward, man. It was like it's just another sticky note in the awkward presidency. Like even that
speaking of sticky notes in the awkward presidency, like this whole Epstein shit, all these leaks, man, coming out. It's have you seen any of the or heard any of the about the emails about like these conversations that Epstein's having with like people and pretty much like talking about Trump, where he's at, how close he is, and all this behind the scenes stuff with what's that guy, the reporter's name, Michael Wolff, I think. The reporter. It's pretty much everything you thought it, or I thought it was, which is crazy.
Just some behind the scenes stuff, but until, goddamn it, I'm sick of hearing about the Epstein files. Damn it, show them already. All right, we've been hearing about them before Trump was president. Like
that's because he kept talking about them.
Congress is convening whether we should release the Epstein file. They release them. Goddamn it, like stop talking about it. That's why I love this last couple Predator projects, right? Because they're actually doing.
Like Epstein Predator or
no.
Speaking of Predator
movies, man.
Okay. Right? You mean like speaking of Predators,
not the Epstein style Predator? Yeah, speaking of Predators,
that's a hell of a segue. It was
yeah, man.
Speaking of Predators,
that's why I love these projects because they're expanding upon the lore. You know what I mean? Like expand upon some of this Epstein lore. God damn it! Like you keep telling us,
but every day we're getting more expanded lore. Like Prince Andrew, that nigga's no longer a prince. Mm-hmm. That nigga got I don't know what you call it when you get ex-princed, ex-royalized. You got exiled. You get exiled. I don't know. They sent this nigga off to the Badlands, and then on top of that, it's like the whole I don't know, man. Just
I know.
The whole way of like how it was like held up, like with Mike Johnson in Congress, and how he was just like, we're not going to hold any votes because the government shut down, and with his representative who said she was going to vote to release the files, we're not going to let her like take her place so she can make the vote. So we're just gonna stop voting. Like all this shit is lore. Like all this shit is lore.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
just
what
like
it is.
so.
It's lore. Like release them, goddammit. I mean, you know, there's too many. They're trying to. I think.
I wish Anonymous could get that shit.
I think if they had something concrete on Trump that tied him to Epstein, right? I think somebody would have dropped that shit by now, man. He has so many enemies. Like it would be hard to really fight that information, right?
But
like,
they did. They did drop all the concrete stuff on Epstein. Did you hear about Trump? All right, so there's a letter of Epstein talking about Trump where he was so enticed, but Epstein's he's talking to somebody else in the email, and I forgot who, but anyway, he's talking about Trump at his house at Epstein's place, talking about how Trump saw some girls in the pool, some young girls in the pool, and was so goddamn focused on these young chicks at the pool that he walked smack into a door trying to get to him. Like completely just like
I got
there's like so much like
what were these young girls doing? Like now when you say young, obviously the first question is how young? Are we talking 21 while he's 85, or are we talking 14 while
we're talking about Trump pageant? We're talking about the Trump pageants girls. The girls from the Trump pageants.
My next question
we're talking about the tie-ins between the Trump pageants and Epstein's recruitment. We're talking about them type girls.
My tie-in would be what were these girls doing when he was so focused on? Because there's a lot of stuff I could think that they were probably doing that drew his attention that he walked into a door.
I don't want to think about it.
Is this some stuff I seen? Hey, it's some stuff I seen in a strip club where I'd be like, oh my God, you know what I mean? Like it's like Jesus.
You sprinted towards it with reckless abandon?
No, but it's like you couldn't help but look at it.
But that's what Trump did. That's what Trump did.
I've never seen anybody do this. I didn't know women could do that to each other. You know, like damn. That shit.
Whatever Trump saw, he ran at it with like no concern for his own safety.
My own personal experience. It wasn't any. I won't get too grotesque. You know, obviously on the cast here, but there were two overage adults. It was in a strip club, but there was two girls who were performing together. And it was just I couldn't take my eyes off it, but I was shocked, you know.
Was it like a train wreck? Like you can't be like, oh.
Well, no. Let's just say the other girl's fist was involved in that joint. That's why I'll just say that much.
Say no more.
You're like, my God, like Jesus, ugh. You know, like damn.
On stage,
bruh. It was crazy. It was
I was never a strip club guy.
But I mean, if they were doing some stuff like that, I could understand Trump's like, my God, you know. But I think personally, if they had something on him, he has so many enemies, man. Somebody would have released something, an audio tape, an email, something would have got through, something. Because I mean, this guy at that football game last week, I'm talking about somebody took a video in the crowd and like 20 people are flicking him off. You know, you can see the announcers in the booth, depending on where you're sitting. They're right there, you know. I mean, holding up their boo, you know what I mean? And it's like, damn, man, like, I don't know. This guy just has enemies everywhere. The public, the media.
He kind of makes them though, don't he?
100%. But maybe that's the point. Everybody likes a good villain. The villain always stands out, you know? A villain can make or break a movie, you know? To make or break it, you know?
The idea that they're alive because a movie though is like super sad though.
Would Neo be as cool? Would Neo be as cool without Agent Smith? I don't know. You know what I mean? He might be, but you know, Agent Smith played his role.
Well, who's our Neo?
Shit. The Intelligent Idea Talkers podcast. We can share the title of Neo, man.
The Neos.
Yeah, we ain't got no Neo. It was Bernie. He had a good run. But
Mom Donnie. But he can't be president, but he's pissing them off. Bro, I don't know, man. Like it's kind of crazy. Like I don't know. I feel like there's always been a whole bunch of material. I think for anybody else, anything that didn't take down Trump would have taken down Obama, would have taken down Bill Clinton. Would have taken down George Bush.
If they
Like
had something on Obama,
anything that Trump had that they hit Trump with, and he was just like, it's a hoax. That's all he had to do. Any of those things would have taken down anybody else. Because like Trump is clearly a different creature, man. Like he doesn't give a shit. I
he
think like
doesn't come.
everybody else kind of cares because they see that how their appearance matters. Trump doesn't. I don't think Trump cares what his appearance is to the world. I really don't think he cares. He thinks like as long as they think I'm rich, that's all that matters. If they
Trump
can
is
think
today,
I mean, he's definitely that now. If he wasn't
by
before,
far the richest sitting president? Is that true?
probably.
I think so. I think he's the wealthiest
I
president.
mean, considering everybody else kind of divested when they got into the office, when he was like, "Yeah, no, I'm gonna use this position to make more money." Bitcoin, the
They all do.
watches, the fucking no, they don't.
Nancy Pelosi, didn't her net worth increase? You know, after she was in, there was some scandal about like insider trading or some talk or something like that she was having some kind of because she kept making all these smart stock investments that were overall increasing her net worth. Like if you look at Nancy Pelosi's net worth before and after,
but there's a thing that like Nancy Pelosi's not the
they all
president.
kind of use their position to now, especially
but she's not like the president though. That's like really different.
But especially in Trump's case, because he doesn't come from the politically correct, the politician background, right? He's in the business entrepreneurial background. So I'm sure that his holdings have increased.
Real estate
through shell
it's not really
companies.
entrepreneurship.
Well, yeah, you don't like giving Trump
Real
any
estate.
kind of credit, bro.
I'm
sorry.
just being accurate. I'm being accurate. You said entrepreneurial. Not really, unless you're talking about The Apprentice, but that's not really. That was a TV show.
All right.
If real estate. Okay.
The point is, they all use their position to increase their wealth, I think, and you would be kind of silly not to. I think Obama's net worth went up.
I think it should be illegal.
Usually, a lot of that is because obviously you're a president, so you can do a lot of speaking engagements and stuff like that. No, they get paid for those, So your net worth will go up after being president of the United States, but especially for Trump because he had business dealings before. So, and I think that's why he doesn't care.
Time out. Because like I know what you're saying. And you're kind of not wrong, kind of, but like it's also really different to be like, here, you can buy these items that belong to me for an inflated amount of money, and I'll talk to you because I have power. There's that, and then there's people want to hear my opinions, so I'll give a speech at a college or something, right? Like there's a difference between you stay at my hotel for this ridiculously inflated amount of money to the tunes of millions of dollars. You stay at my hotel, right? And we can talk and I'll do favors for you or make things work for you versus, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like I write a book, right? It's a world of difference between those two things. Like you can make money from your position. That's the thing. And I'm not excusing Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi is crooked, and everybody I fuck with is like, I mean, she's out now. She's retiring now, but like insider training or like people in position to use their information in office that they gain from being in Congress or any position of power to make stock bets should be illegal, and it is illegal. But it definitely should be illegal for like they should have to divest 100%. But like at the same time, that's not what Trump is doing. That's not the same as like I'm going to create a Bitcoin, tell my people who adore me and love me to purchase this coin, right? This item, product, whatever is. I don't even know what fuck Bitcoin is. So that the value goes up exponentially, and then sell it. So the fact that they lose all of their investment and I get a massive chunk because I sold a diamond piece of fucking Bitcoin for cash. Like there's a world of difference between those two things, you know?
There's something called free markets, like free market enterprise, right? That's what all these guys believe in. And we all know there's a
They
direct
don't.
connection between Wall Street and the government, dog. Like, so all this insider trading and all that stuff, Nancy Pelosi, I think that's just how the game works. Like, until you get Wall Street out of the Capitol building, like, this is what we're going to have. You know what I mean? Like, I don't blame Trump for playing the game. If those guys are stupid enough to invest in some coin that Trump comes out with, if you're dumb enough to do that, you didn't invest in that shit. You know what I mean? So he just worked the markets. I can't blame him. He didn't do anything illegal, right? As far as like insider trading would be worse because you have a tip that I don't know. I guess that could be a form of insider trading, right? If I knew I was going to sell it before I sold it to you.
Yeah, that's it.
But insider trading is like if somebody comes down from Wall Street.
It's called pump and dump. It's a pump and dump.
Tells Nancy Pelosi, I'm going to sell this stock because there's going to be a short.
Artificially inflated.
You know how that shit works. Yeah, and she sells it before because that's insider. She had inside knowledge that everybody else didn't know. So there is a difference. One should be definitely illegal, but you're right. You need to take all of that out of government. You should divest, divest, whatever it is, because that's obviously the problem. That's where it is. It's the money. You know what I mean? And I didn't know this either, but I think there was a hotel in Atlantic City that it was Trump Tower. I think he doesn't own a lot of these hotels. I'm sure he owns some, but I think they just use his name. They use his because the hotel, at least the one in Atlantic City, was owned by like some whole separate company, but it was the Trump Tower, So I think he had like his branding name on it or something like that, man.
But the ones he does is like the one in DC. That's his.
Yeah, I'm sure he owns some of them. Yeah,
that's the one. The one in DC where the people will be saying that one's his.
I can't blame him for using his position to increase, and any president really. But
what do you mean? Like, what do you mean you can't blame him? I'm just curious.
Unless you're doing something illegal, right? Like, if
it's illegal.
Depends on what he's doing. It's not illegal in the way of the law, right? You know what I mean? It might be immoral
because it's a moral. Yeah,
no morals, and there's no morals in business. They don't care. These bankers and these guys don't care. They don't care about morality. You know what I mean?
I think that's part of the problem because you're a president, all right? That's what we got here, right? So it's like I think that's the crux of the issue because like this nigga has no morals. That's why he's bad.
Yeah.
That's why it's like I don't know, man. Like
I can't argue.
It's crazy.
One thing I can argue is his morality because this motherfucker obviously don't have any. Was that whole Bible incident where he gassed the place to go take a picture, a photo prop? I mean that's all you need to know about Trump right there. Like, everything you need to know about that motherfucker's character and who he is as a person.
The Bible.
You remember that when they were having all those protests in DC around the George Floyd time?
I know.
And
I know you're talking about.
They had all the gas. Remember he held the Bible upside down?
Hell yeah. That was crazy. He had no idea.
He had to go walk and do some photo prop at a church by the White House. So they had to clear that. They dropped tear gas and shit to disperse people. So that's all you need to know about who his person is. I'm not surprised at anything Trump does. He's an asshole. So,
yeah, man, this
probably are.
You think definitely this one.
You think Obama's an asshole behind closed doors?
I don't know, man. Honestly, I don't know.
Would he treat you snobbishly if you met him?
I don't think so. I don't think he would. Honestly, I don't.
Not either.
I don't think so either. I don't get the vibe. Like it's a vibe thing. Also, I don't think Trump would. I think if we met Trump like face to face, I don't think Trump talks shit to people to their face.
Yeah.
He will definitely talk shit when you leave. I've never seen him like. You ever seen Trump like kirk on somebody or heard him like?
No, he kirked on that president. He kirked on that president. Who was the guy from what country was this? A couple months ago. I was about to say Netanyahu. Who's the guy who came in? Remember him and they were having a press conference in the Oval Office and they were beating him up and they were
talking about Ukraine.
Yeah, the
Zelensky?
Ukraine president, Zelensky, bro. Yeah, you know what I
No,
mean?
Trump wasn't going at.
He
Trump
was
wasn't
going
going.
at him,
No,
bro.
that was JD Vance and the
It was
fucking
both of
gaggle.
them. It was
No,
both of
that
them,
was
bro.
JD Vance and the gaggle. Trump was sitting there like this the whole time, and he
Trump
was like, "Yeah,
you
you
guys will
shouldn't
be
be so mean.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be so mean." And that was it. But like,
He talked shit.
it was JD Vance talking about you should show some respect and all that bullshit. Like,
yeah. That's what
Trump,
everything he
Trump,
does is awkward. Everything he's involved in is awkward. That was awkward. The fucking football game last week was awkward. It's just who he is, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a fucking awkward guy. Just everything is just, you know. I'll give him this much. I've always gave Trump his proper due in the respect that he's entertaining as a president. You know, he's immoral. He's an asshole. He's, you know, improper as far as his etiquette sometimes, but it's a lot to talk about, you know.
Hold on, let me try to send this link over.
Maybe not so much entertaining, but he's definitely not boring. I'll put it that way. His 2 terms as president have not been boring.
No, man, but it's like fuck. What is this? But it's like so chaotic. It's like dog, it's so stressful when this motherfucker president, man. Like,
it's hard to make
every time the motherfucker president is like, fuck, like everything. It's like, damn, man, stop doing shit. Hold on, let me. I'm so bad with computers. Well, I don't know why I'm the engineer. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing here.
Oh nah, man, you handle it, man. You handle that, man. Yeah, we definitely gotta start at least a cast of 2 more a week. I know we got so Wicked for Good is coming out next month. Avatar, Fire and Ash. So we got at least some media to talk about that's coming out in the next month or so.
Avatar, Fire and Ash. What are you talking about? What's that?
That's the next.
Oh, you're talking about the okay. Avatar net. Avatar.
Yeah.
I got you. Avatar.
That Avatar. Avatar, man. You know what I was talking about. Yeah,
Avatar. It's like the blue ones.
Yeah.
That one, I'll be honest, like the last one didn't really look interesting to me, but the Avatar, the new, what is that, Fire and Ash, that one does look interesting to me.
You didn't see The Way of Water?
I started it, but I never made all the way through it.
Yeah, it lost.
It looks so fucking sad, and I knew that like the kid died, so I'm like, I don't want to watch this shit.
It's a beautiful movie, man. You were scared for Jake. Okay, I ain't gonna spoil it for you because you gotta let you finish it, but I want to know what's gonna happen in this last movie. So I'm intrigued. It's just like Wicked. They left it off on a cliffhanger, so you're like, okay, I got to see the third movie so I can know what happens. You know, I'm excited for Wicked. It's kind of weird because
yeah, me too.
Those
I was fuck. Wasn't hold on. I'm trying to send this set this link in. I don't know why I can't get it to work right.
I clicked the second one that you sent.
But I need to send it not as a thumbnail. I don't know why it automatically does a thumbnail thing. Can I paste it with a space or a different character? Okay, I'm gonna paste it with the space. I'm gonna add a plus symbol. No, I'm gonna add it with the, I don't know. Yeah, I'll add a fucking space somewhere here. Boom. Yeah. And then I'll add a space here.
But yeah,
and
just
then maybe
to fill the void of time. You know.
Sorry, my bad though.
Oh no, you good. You're doing your engineer thing, man. I'm just trying to, you know, we are on a podcast, you know. So, you know, me personally, Wicked is not really my speed of movie, I would say. But
it's a musical.
I mean, neither was I enjoyed myself with that movie.
Neither was what?
Barbie. Wasn't really my speed of movie, but I enjoyed it. So when I went and saw Wicked, I went a few weeks late, and everybody was hyping it up. You know, word of mouth. You always trust word of mouth. So I'm going in there. I'm going in there sitting, and I'm like, "What am I about to watch?" Good, no. I'm just trying to fill the void of time. I know you. I know you're trying to do that. Tension.
My bad, yo.
Yeah.
My bad, yo. Yo, Zero.
Yeah,
What's
man.
happening, man?
Yo, what's good, guys? How are you?
What's good, man? How you doing?
Can't complain.
Good, man.
Hey, we saved all the Predator talk for you, Frank, man. You know,
Appreciate
saved
it.
it all for you, man. We didn't even touch it.
We were just complaining about Trump.
But no, Frank, I was saying, like, I'm excited for Wicked in a way I'm not really, because Wicked is not really my speed so much, you know. But like I was telling Juice before, I enjoy myself with Barbie, right? And when I went to see Wicked, I didn't know what to expect, but everybody told me it was good because I went a few weeks late, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm excited in a way that's kind of weird for me because it's not like an MCU movie or like it's not going to be heavily action packed, but I'm interested to see what happens in the story. You know what I mean? And
Well, that's what happens when you have a movie that has like pure story and storytelling and characters. You don't care about like the normal lizard brain stuff that we want, right? Like you want like pure story and storytelling and
you know, also I wasn't.
Would have been
narrative.
better if they didn't sing.
I was just about to say that I wasn't really
No.
excited for a musical, but I
No.
didn't mind it. I didn't mind the music.
No,
Yeah,
it
it's
would
like
be better
I'll
if they
let it
didn't sing.
pass. It would
Yeah,
be.
I thought
It wouldn't be.
No, it would
I
be
didn't think
better
any
if
of the
they didn't
songs dragged on for too long. They kind of just were there, then not, and it was story driven.
Like, what if they had like a fight scene instead of a song? Like, like a witch fight scene instead of a song. Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Nah,
You
man.
don't really need a fight scene, maybe an
Like a
action scene.
divergent.
Nah,
The
man.
action,
Like it's
not always fighting.
This is the movie at its heart. It's a musical, right? Like it's like saying what if we had an MCU movie where they didn't have action scenes that moved the story along, right?
Or all the action scenes had songs.
It had songs instead.
It depends on the action for me, man. Depends on what action, you know.
Like a musical fight scene sounds awesome, though.
If it had zero action, like nothing,
Yeah.
like no action whatsoever, like no action, no swinging from Spider-Man, no Captain America throwing the shield, no.
That would be
nothing.
tough because I mean, even Wicked had action, you know. It wasn't action as far as like hand to hand combat, but it was some tense scenes, you know, a monkey scene at the end, and you know, like he has the whole alphabet has an army.
A lot of tension.
I'm saying you're taking away the essence of the movie, of the type of movie that it is, and you can't do that. You can't do that. That's not the way. That's not how the movie was meant to be seen.
You always think back on like the Winter Soldier and how like surprised
I can't not think about this.
You know, and like it was just such a joy sitting there during that movie. Like, damn, this was awesome. You know, which is kind of the same way I felt with now.
But like, what if? What? I can't not think about this now though, because what if during the scene with Iron Man, Captain America, and fucking Winter Soldier, the motherfuckers were singing while they were swinging though? Like, hold on, man. Like, think about it though. It could have been dope.
No, not singing while swinging.
Iron Man
singing instead of swinging. Singing instead of swinging.
Iron Man to be like, it's a whole new world. You know what I'm saying? Like singing and yeah. Hell nah.
All right, yeah, okay, all right. There's definitely a line that feels instead of. That's definitely different.
Yeah,
like it wouldn't be as good if they were just like,
what if Wicked? But you're asking in Wicked, what if they sang? What if they fought instead of sang? And I'm like, no, they had to sing. It's the.
And they did sing, and it was a not battle, but it was a action scene while she was doing the songs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about the last scene.
Yes.
It's just that's why we love movies. The joy of sitting there watching a movie, and you didn't know what to expect, and you're thoroughly delighted at what you're seeing, regardless of it's an action or suspense or a musical. You know what I mean? Like
I'm definitely planning on seeing this one in theater. The new one.
I'm sitting there watching Ariana Grande. Yeah, you should see that. I mean, because the sound is there in the theater. You get the surround, and it's always. I love the movie theater experience, but like Ariana Grande, that's her name, right? I've never seen anything from her, but I enjoyed her. I enjoyed her character. I enjoyed the songs. They weren't. I was never bored. This is very, very exciting times.
It was funny too.
Frank, can you believe Juice didn't finish The Way of Water, man? He never finished it, man. The Avatar, man.
I started it like I don't know. What did
you
I
gotta
get?
finish it before next month, man. Fire and Ash comes out, man.
Oh, Avatar. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought.
Am I saying it messed up? Damn it! You said the same thing. I said Avatar, bro.
No, I did the same thing like
He
Avatar.
did. Okay, my bad.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
Avatar.
dude.
The
I
blue
do
ones.
apologize.
It's-
I
you gotta say the
apologize,
blue
dude.
ones. The blue ones. The
I'm
blue
sorry.
Avatar. It's not just Avatar. Because
My bad.
you say when you say Avatar and you say fire,
Okay,
your mind goes away
I'm not doing the
to
Avatar.
the Airbenders
Yeah,
because
I'm
the
not
Fire
doing
Nation.
the Avatar part. Yeah, my
You gotta
bad.
be like the
Juice
blue
did point that out,
Avatars.
and I got on Juice. I said, "Man, I'm pronouncing that right." Then Frank said, "You do what? You what?"
No. Like my confusion was different. I admit. I thought you were talking about the shape of water, and I'm like,
Okay, yeah.
that movie
That is a
wasn't.
movie,
That
yeah.
movie wasn't.
Yeah,
It
the
was.
blue
It was.
people.
It was okay, right? But like, I don't know why you couldn't finish it. But you're talking about Avatar. You couldn't get through Avatar too.
I think I started it and I was somewhere when I was watching it, and then we ended up stopped watching it, and I just never went and turned it back on to watch it, finish it myself.
Yeah,
So
The imagination of that world, I couldn't help but like it. I mean, even if it wasn't, I liked one, the experience of one better than two, especially because all the hype following because it was like 12 years between the movies. You know what I mean? So, but it's a beautiful. I mean, it's just so gorgeous. Like you go to the movies and you're in that world. You're like, damn, I'm swimming in the ocean with this fucking whale thing. You know what I mean?
I think like my issue with it, and it's not an issue because, look, I don't know how to put it, but it seems like a lot, right? So I think it's a whole colonial aspect of it that I'm just not trying to see because I don't feel like I don't get the vibe that they're winning.
Of course,
right?
It's a colonial
And
They're not
and I
gonna win.
think that's
There's
the
no
thing
way.
that's like bothering me. It's like it's hard for me to like. I don't know. It just seems like a lot, and I'm like,
Unless they're
I want them. I'm rooting for the blue guys. I'm rooting for the aliens. These humans are assholes. This unobtainium ain't that serious.
They're coming and taking their world. You know, yeah.
And it's just like, but I don't feel like they fit in the win. They're out here with animals.
It seems dire,
and they don't have the
dire circumstances.
Yeah, they're bigger and they have the animals, but I feel like human greed is that bad. And maybe it's my lack of hope at this point in time, but it's just for me, it seems like a lot. I don't have the my heart ain't open enough right now for that. Mm-hmm. I think that's kind of where it falls right now.
Yeah,
I'm gonna watch it. The new one looks cool because I think that comes down to the final battle, right? This new one's the last one, right?
I'm nervous with Jake, man.
Right? See, never mind. I'm out. Like I got to see how it ends before I go back and watch the other one.
Two more.
So they just really dragging this war out.
Well, it's a grandiose movie, you know. Like it's a grandiose story.
It's pretty.
You're right, though. It feels like they're telling a losing story. They have to win, right? The Na'vi.
No, they don't. Have you not witnessed?
Yeah, colonization the world over, right? Yeah.
So I'm a little confused by your statement, and it's just like sheer confusion. Like I'm not trying to argue with you about anything, but I don't understand what you mean when you said that like they weren't trying to win. Like is it a matter of that the Na'vi aren't like trying, or it's like they don't like.
I don't know if they have the ability to win because. That's the thing. Like, yes, here's what do the Na'vi have? They're a tribal people. They have community, and they have big animals, and they're larger, and they have the atmosphere of the planet. Right? That works against then you have those who have already co-opted the Na'vi bodies. Yes. Right? The new movie, the part I saw, the clip I saw, is that they're making it so the habitat is breathable for humans.
Which is fucked up.
The animals are limited in their ability because you have to conscript wildlife. It's not really something that's always there. They're kind of coincident. They're not the army that they would need to fight the people.
Well,
and so like I feel like and maybe I might be wrong on some of these aspects. I don't know, but like all in all, I feel like they're fighting a losing battle. You know, and it's hard to watch. And
so, well, go ahead.
No, that's it. It's hard to watch.
I was gonna say like so you're Oh, so you're saying that it feels like the humans are closing in, like they're eventually gonna just take over completely. Is that what you're saying? Like the gist of it, right?
Or it's gonna be a reservation situation.
I mean, that could be to your comment about like it seems like the humans are able to breathe in the on that planet.
I saw a clip from
It's
the
just that
new trailer.
just that one kid from the second movie. So now it makes sense to me why he was there, because in the second movie I'm like, what is the point of this kid? You
Mhm.
know, like what is the point? Like, yeah, you eventually find out that there is a point as to why he's there, but like
His
overall,
point is the
I'm
same.
like, it was pointless to have him in the entire movie. But now I see like maybe this is the catalyst for them to put this new plot point across, where it's like, oh, this kid is special, and that he's been there so long that he's actually adapted to the environment, and he's able to breathe. But if he's able to, then other humans could possibly come later.
From what
And
I saw in the trailer, and I don't know, but like I think it was something that something happened to him that made him able to breathe.
at the end of you have to finish the second movie to find out what that is.
Okay.
But he something happens at the end of the second movie where I guess that's the fallout of
And
that.
if the
So
other side gets that, which they will,
if they gain the ability, it's just the point, yeah, right. If they gain the ability to breathe on that planet, then yeah, it's not looking great for
also
the
the Navi are
Navi.
have a limited population, don't they?
They have a
Well,
what?
we don't know because the red Navi, the fire, they haven't been introduced in these. I mean, this is the first time we're seeing them.
But all
So
in all, like even throughout the planet, all the Navi we've seen have been small, localized tribes. They're not very big.
I
They
don't
don't have
know.
large communities, do they?
Well, no,
Maybe
they're
it's
not. They're not. Their communities are separated, yes, but it's like it's implied that there's way more tribes that we don't know about, right? That like, I think that's what the second movie was trying to set up, where it was about exploration and going out there and finding more like them, and then hopefully building a larger community as a result. And it seems like this movie is more of the same of that, right? Just like kind of just building and building and building, but they have to go through the hostility of like the other tribes first. And this one seems to be just a bigger point of that before they can, start to come together and raise their numbers. But I now I kind of understand what you mean, where it's like the humans are. The humans have technology on their side, like they just do, especially in this futuristic setting.
They
So
have the
we
machines, the tech, the
the
biology. They
mechs,
have
the
they're
guns,
utilizing
yeah,
Navi bodies
we are the
against the
invading
Navi.
force, right?
yeah.
They can clone, like it's just
All
And
I
but
know,
but you know that's why we love
unless the
these
soul
stories.
of the planet, unless the heart of the planet rises and there's a giant continental hand that comes up and
fucking
shoves the humans
That's
off the
why we
fucking
fucking.
love
You
planet.
these
talking about
stories.
Awa has never helped them in
Yes, she
both
did.
movies.
Yes,
No,
Wait,
she
she
what?
has
did.
not.
She
Awa,
got the animals
the
in
I
the
don't know
spirit
what
of
first
the
you're talking
movie.
about.
planet. Awa is
In
the
the
spirit of the planet, the god that they
yeah,
pray to
she
or
helped them in the
whatever.
first movie.
Oh,
Remember, A I
oh,
hears you, and
I
all the
don't
animals
remember,
came in.
but now that you mention it, I am kind of vaguely remembering.
Yeah, she's the
Okay,
goddess of the planet.
all right, guys. So I don't want to
That's
spoil it for you, but like, look, there's only three ways it can end.
There's
that's why
only
we love these kind of
One,
movies,
the
though, because we
Navi beat back all the humans and they kick them off the planet. Two, the humans beat the Navi, sequestered them in a fucking select region, or exterminate them. It's terrible, but humans. And or three, the middle
nature
option.
takes nature takes over and destroys them all.
Oh no, that's number four.
That's the what is that called? The fucking religious term for that. Like just
The
wipe them all
rapture.
out. Like nature, the rapture. Thank you. Nature
Armageddon,
comes
yeah.
in and just
Yeah, Armageddon.
wipes everybody out.
Like, all right, enough of this.
Purges them like a disease. Just like wipes them all out.
Okay,
Right?
that's definitely number 4.
That's why we love these kind of stories, because we want to see what's going to happen, good or bad. It does feel like they're fighting a losing battle, but we want to see it. And I guarantee you,
and that's the thing. The underdog is this fight we want to watch, right? So if the Na'vi were winning too much, nobody would care.
If you make it to the end of The Way of Water, you will be intrigued to see what happens in this movie coming up.
I already kind of want to see what happens in a new movie coming up, but like I do have to finish that one.
I'm fearful for Jake. I'm like,
let me say number 3.
Want to survive the third movie?
Number 3, the third option is, and this is arguably the only one that we can have, is that there's an amenable understanding that is met, in which humanity and the Na'vi will share their resources.
Oh no.
Mm-mm. Humanity's too greedy for that.
No.
Oh, I agree. I agree. I think that's the worst ending.
Yeah.
So the only two good endings are, the only good ending is the Na'vi completely kick off humanity. But the problem with that is you have to understand that we are the humanity.
We are
the colonizers. The people making the movie are the humanity and the colonizers.
Well, but you got to understand.
How far off will they break off from what they are?
You got
to tell a story.
You got to understand though. Jake is a full Na'vi now, right? Like his physical human body is dead, but he's still him and his children are the ones who carry the humanity into the Na'vi world. So that's your humanity. Right
Dr. K, are you listening to this?
Even if they kill humans,
Dr. K listening?
Even if they kill the humans, they carry the humanity. They carry what's left of the humanity into that world. So that's.
I agree, Frank, because even the theory is still more, Na'vi than her children. They make that explicitly clear in the second movie. Like she's more, you can tell she's more Na'vi. You know what I mean? She doesn't have any.
Is, yeah.
Yeah. They make it. They show you. So I'm excited. I want to see what's gonna happen.
All right, I don't want to. I want to sound like a social justice warrior, but I am.
Say it.
But you're just saying like they're too primitive, man. Like they're just a bunch of primitives, and you got this human that's gonna come here and he's gonna show them the human right moral way.
Well, I mean, look, that's exactly what's happening.
I know. You understand my? It feels weird.
That's what's left
to me. It's what left. I agree.
That's what's left. That's what's left.
There was no other way to tell the story. There was no other way to do this. It feels weird, man. It feels a little weird.
Not from the beginning. Not when. From the first movie, Jake went full Na'vi at the very, very end, last frame. He goes full Na'vi, and it's like, oh, here we go. now we're on a flowchart course to
White Savior
to destiny. White Savior, human savior, whatever you think. Like this is what we're doing now.
This is what it is. Yep, here we go. We're on the track. Yeah, you're right. You're right. There's nowhere else.
We're doing now.
12 years, and there's nowhere else this could have went.
Hey, to be fair, there were no
12 years. No other way.
Other characters of color, should I say? You know what I mean?
Well, look,
Jake was the main guy from the very beginning of this journey. So
it doesn't matter that he's white. I'm talking about like the ideal.
We talked about this before. My opinion of the first movie is that movie had a horrible story, and I was completely uninterested until the last 20 minutes when the war happened.
Mm-hmm.
That movie was literally Fern Gully, The Last Rainforest, and just updated pretty.
Last of the Mohicans.
Last of the Mohicans.
I think what made that movie great for me was the experience more so than the story, because I saw it in full 3D.
Oh yeah,
I mean, that was the first time I ever experienced that.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna take that away from that movie. And the second movie looked even better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not gonna take that away from those movies. Visually amazing. Like, just but like the storytelling was not quite there for me in the first movie, and it's still like speaking to the point of like, this is the only direction we can go. I'm not surprised that there is no alternative in the way the story is being told.
Like I
So
want what's the spirit of the planet's name again? Awa. If Awa shows up, I'm back in.
She
If
didn't really
Awa's
show up in the second movie. I agree, but the first one she did. She was there. She was there.
when I don't
Jake,
remember.
Jake prayed, and she sent the animals. She sent all the animals in at the end. Natiri. They saved Natiri. All the rhino things ran through and trampled the machines and the mech
Okay,
things they had.
that's
So
Fern Gully.
oh, I need an OP.
I didn't.
I need an OP entity. I didn't mean like
That was
I didn't mean
Gully.
like
I
animal
don't think she showed
manipulation.
up.
I mean like an OP entity coming down. It's like
Lightning, right? Like her, like.
Well, it's implied that she showed up because Jake prayed, and then this miracle happened. So
I want the island
we
from
know-
Moana.
Do we know if that was Awa? What if the animals were already on their way?
the animals were probably already fed up with these motherfuckers.
Because
Like,
I mean, like, think about it. The humans invaded well before Jake started praying, right? Like, well before his connection started breaking.
How come Jake's prayer is the only one that
but
matters?
see, Jake,
Huh?
Jake.
White savior.
Remember, the human lady, the human scientist died. She absorbed her memories. Jake said, "Hey, look into her memories and see what they're going to do." And Awa looked, and it's implied that it was a miracle. I'll give you that. The second movie, I didn't notice her showing up at all without spoiling.
She didn't show up whatsoever.
I didn't think so. Yeah, that was all Navi and Jake and them at the end.
She'll show up in the last movie, number 6.
5, yeah.
Right.
5.
Yeah, but speaking of movies,
I know.
there was one. Was it last week? Last week was the release day, right?
Hold on, one sec.
Yes.
I've been predatored out all week, man. So I had to go watch Killer of Killers.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Oh, we have a comment here I see from Colin Mitchell Games 1. Which is y'all's favorite Predator character? I'll probably go first. I would have to put Arnold's Predator up there, just because he was the first one we ever saw of the series, and of course that was shocking everybody. But going off recently, it's the Grendel King from the end of Killer of Killers, man. Like, this dude looked
the warlord.
badass. I mean, I couldn't believe he chuckled at the end of the movie. After they killed the little rhino monster thing, and he was laughing at the, you know what I mean? Like, he's probably the coolest looking Predator to me. But what do you guys think? There was a comment, Juice, from Colin Mitchell Games 1.
Oh yeah. I see. Your favorite character, Predator character. Okay.
It's really messed up because I don't remember her name in the movie, but the main character of Prey, I think she's my favorite character.
Damn it! I just watched it because of the post-credit scene in Killer of Killers. Shit. Now you got me thinking Natiri or something.
Naru. Yeah.
Naru.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. There we go.
So
Grendel King.
So I think she's my favorite character because of how resourceful she was. Like, I would say like her and Arnold were like close, but like Arnold, like I think the first Predator movie is just classic and it still holds up for that reason, because the movie turned from a generic action movie to like a real deadlock of a movie of survival.
Sci-fi,
where Arnold turned the tables on the Predator by setting up the trap, by hunting him, and just I liked that switch where it wasn't just like it was smart. And in Prey, she was nothing but smart, because there was no fucking way that she or anyone in that era would survive an attack by a predator. Not with the tech that they have, the strength and the speed, and like there's no way. But she was able to do it. She was able to manage. and that's so I like that. So I think she's my favorite character.
It's what's his name? Sparrow Predator, right? This guy.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I loved his design. He was so cool. Like he looks crazy as shit.
he does look crazy.
But
Especially that mask. So the mask, did it have tech in it, or was it just a bone mask? I can't
I
remember.
think he did have tech in
The
it,
mask,
right?
the mask
Yeah.
had tech in it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But the whole idea that he had this mask, he was like, but I wanted to look like this.
Yeah.
He knew what the fuck he was doing. He was like, I'm about to be.
He
But
did
my
look
favorite
completely
Predator
different.
is Wolf from Alien versus Predator 2, Requiem. This guy.
The Wolf Predator. Okay.
Yes. This guy, remember, like he was in that zone. He was taking down like xenomorphs left and right. Like he was going in kind of solo. Kind of solo. He had another one at the beginning and in the middle, but like when that one was died, he was kind of just in there himself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he got sent to deal with the Predalien. Is that the name of that thing? Predator alien kind of deal.
Predalien.
Which
He
people
scrapped with
don't
that
count.
jump.
They don't count Alien vs Predator as canon. Do you guys count that as
It
canon?
is canon.
It is
I
canon
think
now.
right. Damn
It is
we saw
definitely canon
Predator
now.
on screen, it's canon. All right, they did it. So
No,
yeah,
that's not how it works, D, but I know what you mean.
no. When you see them on screen, they did what they did, or they weren't there to do what they did. We saw these guys do what they did. We saw them on screen. It's canon. You know what I
They
mean?
did what they did, so they do this. So it was
They sent Wolf to Earth to hunt down the Predalien. That happened. Yes.
Yep.
It's canon.
It's canon now. It is now. Remember, it wasn't until just recently
The
that
Predator Wolf exists.
I think they were about to let it go.
I don't know.
With the whole Ridley Scott redoing the whole Prometheus and Alien Covenant and stuff. Remember that that was about to get wiped.
I know we're going to jump around to all these Predator topics, but I definitely just watched Killer of Killers the other day. I love the Predator designs in that freaking movie, man. Like all the Predators look dope. All of them. Like
So
I was like, show more. Show some of the Predators in the crowd. You know what I mean? That were cheering in the Coliseum at the end.
That was a great recommendation, man. Like, man,
so good,
like
so good.
Like I was shocked. It was just like such a compelling story. I love the way that they told it, like as an anthology, and I love the fact that like they sent. That's like we got more insight into what the Yajuta do.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like they literally just go out into the galaxy, into the universe, and just hunt other species and conquer them. And then in this, it's like what a concept, right? Like you send these ridiculous predators out to these different eras. In the same in different different planets, right? Or
different planets.
Different planets, right? And then have them hunt these people and kill all these people, but then you have the one person that kills the predator, and then what do? You send out more scouts, capture the person, bring them back to the planet, and have them fight to the death. And I'm like, what?
And then,
I'm like, more of that.
Deep freeze them, and save them for later and shit. Like, damn, what the hell?
Like
man?
Truest warrior culture.
Yo, the post credit scene shocked the shit out of me.
Yeah.
When I saw it, I was like, when it showed Naru, I was like, what?
Yep, she was just in there.
I'm like, they got her.
And I was like, damn sure it made you think back. Like at the end of that movie, they had the paintings with the Predator ships coming in. So you're like, oh well, shit, they came back for her,
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought that was the end of it. And then they did it again. And you see Mike Harrigan from Predator 2. And then they show fucking Arnold. And I'm like, they got him too.
Yep.
So was that a late
release? Harrigan in that deal too, man. Yes.
Was that a late release, that second part? Because I noticed, I was watching reaction videos on YouTube. A lot of people didn't see the Mike Harrigan and Arnold reveal.
That was like the second post credit scene.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people, they saw Naru, like a couple reactors I was looking at. They saw Naru, but they didn't see Harrigan or Arnold. So I was wondering if they added Harrigan and Arnold like on a later, like a month later, or a later release.
No,
Like
no,
special
no,
kind of
no.
yeah.
That was always there.
Because a lot of people didn't show it. They didn't show them reacting to Arnold and Harrigan.
It's because it's on Hulu, so it's like you gotta have to like push it because it'll stop on its own.
Yeah, you
Of
have
course
to.
that shit was
So you
dope.
gotta
make a
like
conscious effort to watch.
yeah, you gotta go ahead and move up,
And
go
it's
back to
crazy,
watch
too,
the
because
credits.
we briefed
That's why
this
probably.
subject specifically about Alien and Terminator months back, and they're giving us exactly what we want. Expand the lore, expand the story. Like, tell me more. You know what I mean? And like, we're getting all that within, me, a week's time span. I don't know when did Killer or Killers come out. I remember you said something about it. Like,
2023,
I don't think it was that long ago. I think it was 24.
2024.
Yeah.
That's surprising. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I can look it up. I felt like it was 2024.
I thought it was more recent than that. But I remember Frank bringing it up. And
Oh
it's
no,
exactly
you're
what we
right,
were
D.
asking.
It's 2025.
It's exactly what we were asking for, right? Like, expand the lore, expand the story, give us the Predator. That's what's cool about it. We want to see it. And like, I'm getting all this within a few days. Somebody
Which
at work asked me to describe Predator Badlands. What do you think? What was it like? I said, man, think Star Wars with the Predator. Okay, think that. You know what I mean? When you go into this movie, it's to me, it felt like a Star Wars epic level movie hero's journey, but just with a Predator character. I mean, that movie was so cool. So I don't know if y'all want to jump to Badlands, or just stick.
I was
with
gonna say,
Killer.
which of these guys did you guys like the best? Like, which of these movies, or which of one of these? And these aren't their names, but this
Can I
is just
start
was
with
something pulled off of Reddit. But
Can
which
I
one of
start
these
with
guys
the
did you
worst?
like the best?
Can I start with the worst? This is part of my questions list that I sent at the one that threw me off, not as far as the Predators, but the stories of the
Uh-huh.
anthology was the what's this guy's name? Rodriguez. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing. There's a Hispanic character,
Yeah,
The American.
the 1941 guy,
The
because it was
American,
just
yeah.
like the first two were
he
so
was like
fucking
Cuban,
cool,
right?
epic.
Like Cuban
Yeah.
American. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't buy that the 1941 guy would beat him. The Baron. The Baron is who I'm talking about. That's the one who's in the third. Spoiler
Mhm.
alert for anybody who hasn't seen these Predator projects. But yeah, I didn't buy for a second that this beat up plane. Maybe that's why they keep coming back to humans, because it's not that we are stronger than them, but we can outsmart them. We have wits. Like
Yeah,
so,
creativity.
that was
Because like
the
really,
worst.
creativity is kind of like the thing that the Predators. I don't want to say that they lack, but in a way they do, because
Mhm.
like it's always like the
can't think
it's always
outside the box.
the heroes, like it was Kerrigan, Dutch, or Naru. Like it's always their ability to use their surroundings and change their environment or use their environment to attack or from a different angle, which a predator who's hunting strong, fast creatures. Humans are the smart creature that they have to hunt.
Except for
Yeah.
Harrigan. Harrigan got lucky. You know what I mean? He didn't really outsmart the Predator. Harrigan hands that dude, man. He gave him the hands, bro. Harrigan, seriously, bro. What did Harrigan do to outsmart him? He didn't do anything. He just Danny Glover.
Did he use the freezer?
I mean, I think he did outsmart him. Like, yeah, he
Was it-
cut off his hand.
didn't he lure him? Didn't he lure him into the freezer?
might have.
The freezer area, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, that limited him.
Okay, I'll give you that.
And like
Danny Glover pieced him up, man. No bullshit.
yeah, straight up.
People were saying Predator 2 doesn't count. Man, of course it counts, man. Like, it's
What?
right?
Predator
Who
2
says that?
absolutely counts.
People were saying it's the worst one. It's up there
No,
with Predator.
whoa, no, it's definitely not the worst one.
It
Wait a
is a
minute.
little campy.
It's the worst one because the other ones are so good, but it's not a bad one at all.
It's not the worst one to me.
Well, wait, no, the Predator is the worst one.
All right, you're
Like,
right. I stand
the Predator
corrected.
is the worst
Predators
one by far.
Wait, the Predator is the worst one,
Predators is second place.
second
Second worst.
and then
Predators,
Predator.
I
All
like
right,
it.
you're right.
I like
My bad.
Predators.
I completely forgot about those.
I'll put
Oof.
Predators above Alien vs Predator, both of them, and above obviously.
No, I don't.
Wildin'.
I liked Alien versus. I like both Alien versus Predator movies. I thought those
Requiem
were fun.
was my favorite, like one of my favorite movies, straight up.
Yeah, Harrigan, man. Hey, that's my hero, man. know what I mean?
I mean, I don't know where you're hearing this from. A Predator 2 is actually like really popular amongst the movies.
Which is people saying it's like very campy and it's kind of
it was like Predators Take New York.
Yeah,
right? Like,
but it was also made in '92, so like it was a little dated,
And it was like really different from the first one we had. Like it was so different, like
a city setting and
it kind of didn't have the same like. Also, didn't kind of have the same weight. It felt like the first one had.
Yeah. And also,
it felt like it did feel a little campy. That's probably a good word.
Pete Arnold. Somebody said Predator 2 is the sweatiest movie they've ever seen.
And he was sweating through the whole. It looked hot as shit out there.
This man Danny Glover looked sweaty as shit in that movie, bro.
Everybody was sweating in that movie.
That is true.
It was summer as shit out there.
I was like, Danny, somebody get Danny a towel, man. Let him wipe his forehead, man. You gotta wipe his brow in there, man. But nah, Harrigan was probably the cleanest kill out of all the movies. I mean, because Harrigan ain't take no bullshit, man. He straight up stabbed him, man. You know what I mean? I'm not outsmarting you. I'm not going to outsmart you. I'm not going to kick along.
Nothing that you're saying makes me believe that this is a bad movie. Like,
not a bad movie at all.
Like that, like it's so ridiculous. I'm like, I gotta respect it. Like,
Predator 2 was definitely a great follow up to the first one to me. But yeah, man, Killer of Killers. My favorite. I know I started with the Baron, but my favorite probably has to be the first guy. Just the imposing menace that when he like uncloaked himself in the middle of that Viking kind of thing, I was just like, holy shit! Like
he was huge.
Like what the hell? How are they going to beat this thing?
I got a question. Do you base your favoritism of these predators based on the hero that they had, their adversary that they had to go against? Because like honestly, I thought the Viking story and the Ronin story were the best too.
Oh yeah, easily, yeah.
And
yeah, me too.
And like with the Viking story, you got the perspective of like them switching, not only them switching over, but then the predator scouts also coming after the heroes. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know.
The scene right here.
Favorite predator. I don't know if I had a favorite predator character, but like I like the heroes more.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they all look badass, and I'm not saying the Baron was any worse or that story was any worse than the other two.
The Baron was kind of barely there though. Like I wouldn't count that like. I
wanted to see him stand up.
Yeah, he actually didn't get out of the cockpit for real.
Yeah, stand up. Let me see.
Which is like honestly, the Baron he kind of moved. I mean, not moved, but like he fought unlike any other predator we've seen.
Yeah, 100%.
Like he was not a physical fighter. He was reliant, and I wonder like if his appearance like had anything to do with that. Because I wonder if
maybe it has to do with that level of creativity that the predators lack, right? Like maybe they're purely imitating. Like war is something that draws them, that's like in their blood, and so they see the war going on in America at the time, and it's like, oh, like maybe we have advanced technology. We can build one of these things. We can fly out there and we can just take them all out, and then we'll have all of these kills, and this will be the way we can take over. This is the force that we need to take over, and maybe that's them learning something.
Yeah.
Maybe just by observing. So we don't know how long they were out there observing things, but like it's possible. But
I kind of feel like
it's unique. It's unique enough where I don't know. It seems kind of just like, okay, but predator, like there's literally no other predator like this one.
Yeah, like so I kind of feel like this was kind of just his style. Like, and the way I look at it is like they all kind of had their own like approach to things. Like the Ronin and Berserk moved very different. Like Berserk observed until things hit a crescendo, then he was like, all right, popping out, let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Ronin was,
I love that one. I love how he was just watching them fight. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, but I mean, don't you guys? Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm the only one that's seeing it, but like, didn't you guys kind of see that these predators were adapted to the environments that they were placed in? Right? Like, it seemed like the Ronin predator, for example, using the same like tactics and strategies as the hero, the Baron, obviously. Right,
Yeah,
like, you know,
obviously.
using the same vehicles and things as the hero. The Berserk one, the Viking one, you know, like, it's just like big, and it's big and menacing and brutish, just like all the Vikings that are there.
And I think it's like
um
I do think that, and like I think it's because that's their preference of target. Like they choose.
they send out, like,
I think. Oh, so like I kind of feel like they pick their targets based on what they feel is
a challenge.
a challenge. Yeah, a challenge. Yeah, or like because so the Berserk guy, he's not interested in fighting like quick little. He's
But I
not
don't
interested in
think the
fighting ninjas.
Berserker.
He wants to fight the strongest.
Yeah,
I don't
but
think the
that's their predators.
Berserker.
That's the predator's whole thing, though. I'm sorry. Go ahead, D. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, 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 no.
No, I'm saying, I was just gonna say, like, that's the predator's whole thing, though. It's finding the strongest of the strong, defeating them, and then using that leverage once defeated to conquer everything else. Because there is nothing without survival of the fittest. There's nothing without being the strongest. So,
But do they
it,
conquer?
I didn't.
yes, they do. Don't they?
Yeah, I don't.
They go out and kill the strongest warriors on every planet or timeline that they visit.
But then they leave.
And
And apparently they kidnapped. So
that's true. They do just leave.
you know,
Like
That's true.
because like Earth would have been defeated a number of times
No,
I didn't think
if they
it
were
wouldn't
conquering.
Have, it wouldn't have been, because Earth never got taken. They sent out two predators that we know of, three predators that we know of to Earth, and they were all defeated.
Well, 5.
they keep coming back.
Well,
I don't think.
counting this one,
Well, these ones, yeah.
4. There's a fifth one. What's the fifth? Who's the fifth
Wait,
one?
it's one. It's the first one.
The first one,
Predator
the
1,
second
Predator
one.
2. Then these 3.
Actually, there were like 5 predators in Predator 2.
Weren't
They
these
were
on different
observing on the
planets, or
ship.
was it Earth?
No, these were on Earth. These 3 were on Earth.
Oh, okay. So that's 5. So then, what about from Prey? That's
Oh yeah,
6.
that's right. The 6.
That's
Mhm.
6. And then
True. Keep forgetting that.
I'm thinking of the Predator. Wasn't that one also? Didn't that one also take place on Earth?
That's 7
That's 7
and 8.
and 8.
Yeah.
So, Earth. So anyway, the point is, Earth never got taken. Right? Earth never got taken. So we don't know if they conquer or not.
In Killer or Killers, I don't think they did a good job of showing why. If there's one gripe I have, obviously the movie was dope, but they didn't show a good job of doing what the Predators were actually doing there. I don't think the Berserk was actually challenged by any of these guys. I think he was more so surprised. And also the Baron, I thought the Baron just got caught lacking, to use the kid's term. You know what I mean? Like, he just got spotted and was like, "Oh, fuck it, I'm gonna take these guys out." You know what I mean? And I don't think any of them expected to lose. I don't think they took it as a challenge. The Ronin one, I think he knew he was going to be challenged. You know, to me, the Berserk and the Baron, they didn't really feel like it just felt like more like, all right, fuck it, I'm just playing games with these guys ain't going to beat me. You know what I mean?
Maybe that's why they lost.
I do agree. Obviously, Predators are drawn to conflict, which might be explained why they were there and all that. There was conflict happening, so they want to seek out the strongest hunters. But the Baron in particular, I just felt like coming off the Berserk and the Ronin, you know, you were like, I was at a high, and then the Baron one was the most unbelievable, kind of. I just didn't think this 1941 fighter plane was going to take this guy. I was like, there's no way, you know.
Then
But the way he took him out was unlike any of the other fighters.
He climbed out on the wing and fixed the plane in midair. You know, it was just like what? You know, it was so different from the first two stories that it was obviously still cool. I loved it, but
Yeah.
it was just so
But
different.
then
You know,
I'm pretty sure you loved what happened at the end though.
1000%, bro. Expand the lore. This is what we were saying. Give me some more of the Predator. You know,
Grendel.
when that Grendel King walked out, I said, bro. So somebody said, was that a alien xenomorph like rib cage on him? Are those tails coming from him? Like, what
On
are
his
they?
back?
Some
Yeah,
kind of
like
bones. I don't think it doesn't look
Oh, on his
xenomorph to me.
shoulders.
somebody called it
Nah.
xenomorphish.
None
Like
of those xenomorphs to me.
I mean,
Those are
maybe
like
maybe on his shoulders, those look
Yeah.
like tails.
I don't know. This dude looks
it definitely
badass.
just looks like a rib cage though. But xenomorphs don't really have rib cages like that.
It's kind of unfair almost, right? Like, because it's like, okay, we got to go in combat and then we got to fight you. That's fucked up, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't get a rest period or anything. You know what I mean?
That's their whole thing.
I don't get a few days to recoup. You know?
That's how they bond. They don't rest. You know,
Uh-huh.
like they fight all the time to the death. You know, if need be.
I don't know if he's the coolest looking predator. I like the prey predator. I like the Ronin predator. But this guy is definitely the most menacing. You know what I mean? Like his size compared to the other predators at the end when they were walking and the ship was flying away and they shot the anchor towards it. He's just a very imposing.
Also, the way he moved, he kind of like knew what was finna. It was
Very
only those
calm.
times that they surprised him
He was calm
with
Yeah,
their
he wasn't like-
teamwork. And again, that's another thing, man. Like, whenever they catch these guys by surprise, is when the humans win, man. Like when humans step out of their perceived movements, that's when predators take a L, man. Like every time.
Mhm.
I think that's really kind of come down to like human creativity. That's there, like why they keep coming back to Earth.
It's really interesting. It's really interesting too because, like the Predator, the Yajuta just try to brute force everything, and you could even have like the kid. Is his name Miguel? Was his name Miguel?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. You have a kid like Miguel, or you have Naru, right, from like the 1600s, right? Like you have her, or 1700s, but like you have her, and it's like even like with the amount of like resources that they have versus like one person, and that one person can still, even though they're young, can still beat absolute
A 7
force of
foot
nature.
tall,
right?
like monster,
with all this
literal monster,
technology, with all this advanced technology, so
and strength.
there's something to be said. Maybe the Yautja aren't the smartest of species, but they are sure goal oriented. I would say that's their thing.
The human capacity for ingenuity and just being able to think outside the box might be a reason they keep coming back to Earth. You know,
It's a blind spot for them.
Yeah.
It's
I
definitely-
honestly, in a way, so kind of jumping forward to Badlands, in a way I feel like we saw that on display again. Like, remember, like, so I don't know if you guys want to talk about Badlands now. Or,
yeah.
you can mix everything in.
sorry.
I
So
would say
yeah, it's kind of a segue.
Of all the Yautja
No.
deaths we've seen on screen, Naru was probably the most satisfying to me. You know? Like that Yautja death was just like, yes, you know, fuck you. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, go ahead, man. Yeah, Badlands.
But yeah, I feel like in Badlands, so Badlands starts off with a bold ass fight between Deck and his brother Quay.
That movie,
And the way they go at it is like full on. It's so cool and satisfying to watch, and to see it like that go, and like to see the movie start off with like a full on battle was like really cool. But then we saw like the issue with him and the issue with Deck's size, and how like almost as a fact of nature, because of his size, despite any of his other qualities, his size was all that defined him.
Mm-hmm.
And in a way it did, because he wasn't able to defeat his brother, right? In a way, but also his brother was bigger than him, but also like he wasn't able to like get any respect no matter what he did. And so his demeanor was like angry, right? He wanted to prove himself. And then his brother was told to kill him because he was small.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Kind
like
of makes sense
That's
within
it.
their
That's all it
society, though.
takes.
and that's all it is. And it's like that's like the and is that not like the limit of the Yajuta? Yajuta?
Yacha.
I can't Yajuta.
Yeah.
Is that not their limit? Because like they can't think outside of that, like, or at least the father, whoever the father was, at least he can't. Because outside of that, he had no interest in what his son was capable of.
Maybe the brother is a progressive thinking Yautja. That's what somebody said.
Possibly.
The hang up of this movie is the brother's sentiment towards Deck, right? Because that movie hinged on the brother's sentiment. Because you would feel like in Yautja culture, yeah, the brother would have just killed him, you know. But I think it's cool how the brother kind of showed love. Like Yautjas don't love, they don't care for their own, you
And
know.
remember, it was also
Not
because
really.
it
I
was,
thought it
yeah,
gave
not
them
really,
depth.
but like he
They're
owed
not
Deck his
supposed to.
life in
It's
a
family
way. Because
business.
remember, he owed Deck his life.
Yeah.
Who did the brother?
The brother.
Yeah.
How so?
So
Wait, he owed Deck his life?
So remember that toy that they mentioned that
Oh,
like and so like Deck was like, why do you still have this? And he was like, it remind me that like, you know, they talked about you saved my life at that point, and then later we see what the toy did when it blew off that guy's head. Like the toy blew off the dude's head, and apparently Deck was able to recognize that, whereas his brother didn't at that time, and Deck stopped it from happening.
Dude, yeah, it's that I guess the whole Yautja culture being expanded depends on Deck and his brother. Like without that, they're just primal beasts from every example we've seen in media.
I like to
Just
think that. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say real quick, the dad looks so badass. Real quick off the top, who wins in the fight, the dad or the Grendel King right here, man?
Brindle
Who
King.
wins?
Randall King.
Grendel King, 100%.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, straight up.
The dad was cool, man. Go ahead, Frank.
No, I was gonna say. I think it kind of speaks to maybe the evolution and depth that the Yautja are actually capable of, and maybe it also has to do with the amount of times they've been defeated by Earthlings, right, over the years, and there's so much that they have learned, but it's like it's still their inability to be able to think further, than what they already have that what they have already learned. But
Mm-hmm.
I think like with Deck and Quay, I think maybe that's has to do with because they're younger and different generation. Maybe it has to do with like the evolution of like maybe they're on their way to thinking outside the box. Maybe sentiment is because like that was actually it was seen as a weakness for Deck, but the movie was actually his strength. Of being sentimental and feeling,
Mm-hmm.
and it allowed him to emotionally align with whatever situation he was in and think about the best way in or out of a situation that he wanted to put himself that he found himself in. So
And
I I was just gonna say I just think that them feeling for each other, them having feelings for each other is it's something that the Yautja could use more of, maybe to become a more efficient race
yeah.
instead of just like animals.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they have the ability to construct their own language, to construct their own customs, to build their society through their own way, then they should also be able to apply emotion and reason to things and start to think outside the box. Like, how the fuck can we kill these humans, right? Like, they keep fucking killing us. Like, what are we doing wrong?
Goddamn
You
humans,
know,
man.
like we got to look inward. Like, what are we doing wrong, right?
I guess we have seen examples
Stop
of
being
reason.
us.
We have seen examples of reason with certain Yautjas. I mean, even in Arnold's movie, like once the Yautja realized that Arnold was actually gave him good sport, he dropped Arnold and took his mask off and mano a mano. You know, that was reasoning. You know, when Harrigan, the cleanest kill, like Naru had the most satisfying, but Harrigan had the most brutal, badass kill in the whole series. If you ask me, man, that Yautja, I mean, you got to give it to Harrigan. He went hands up with him and won. You know what I mean? So
Man, that's so fucking funny, dude. Like,
but he did. He went hands up with him. You know, sword to sword, or you know, disc, whatever he had, that weapon, and he won. So, and then the other Yautjas presented him with the pistol, which also we got to talk about the pistol, man. What is
when the pistol came back up in the movie?
What's the significance
Killer of Killers?
Goddamn pistol, you know? So
there's actually a comic about that.
I saw that. Yeah, so that's the origin of the pistol.
Hey, that's another predator that came to Earth that lost.
This movie happens before the event
if that's
of
canon,
the 92 movie. This movie must happen before the events of the 92 movie. Because the pistol is now on Yautja Prime. So that means some Yautja takes that pistol and presents it to Harrigan. You know, I keep calling him Kerrigan. All right? Because how did he get the pistol back? How does Naru get the pistol? So maybe when they went to pick up Naru,
and y'all couldn't get no other pistol in all that time, like, there's a bunch of guns.
This has to do with that blind spot, right?
Yeah.
Like the pistol was picked up, and I think they view the pistol as like a relic, right? It's the thing that defeated one of their own, right?
So it must be a holy or something.
They thought in their mind like, oh, that's impossible. Right? Like, no one can defeat us. We are
this is their most
race.
Powerful.
Like, we are the superior race in the universe, right? And we are proving that like day in, day out by traveling to different time periods and this same fucking planet with all these people that keep killing us.
You see all these bones on my back? These people keep killing us.
I'm saying, like, these people, they're paper people.
These soft body, you know,
I know
no
we're on
scale
Badlands.
having.
I know we're talking about Badlands, but talk about expanding the lore, man. That whole cryo freezer scene at the end of Killer of Killers, man. Like, talk about expanding the lore. This is exactly what the fuck I wanted from Predator, bro. You know, I was a little let down by Prey. The Predator was the coolest part of that movie, but I did, in the moment, believe that this girl could take this Predator out. I like how she used her wits, but it just seemed like such an imposing task in the moment. But, I mean, talk about expanding the lore, man. But, you know, my thing with Badlands is when I say think about Star Wars with the Predator, it's that goddamn sword that he had, man. Like, his dandy sword.
Let's talk about that.
You know, it was such like a lightsaber-ish kind of weapon, you know, and he never stopped using it. He used it the whole
movie. That shit was like goddamn dope. Oh yeah,
primary
Jack
weapon,
right here.
You know?
Look, we also gotta talk about how ugly these motherfuckers are. Like, man, like I gotta say, I got used to him after a while, but this motherfucker they're still so ugly.
Yeah, man. I mean,
they
like
are so ugly.
He had to. We see him this whole time. He had to earn that mask. Right?
Yeah, true.
He has to earn it, and by catching I forget the beast's name. But like he has to earn it. He has to earn that mask. The Kalisk, yeah. He has to earn that mask. So we got to get used to this.
Oh yeah, straight up. But like at the same time, it's like I think it was cool because that kind of goes to show how much the actor did. Because a lot of expressions, like here, we gotta say the movie had some funny moments. Like,
100%.
That cracked some jokes. Them Jones landed like it. It was I
thought it was funnier when they didn't land. I thought it was funnier when they didn't land. And then he had to explain like this joke, and I'm like, that's more to me. That's more funny because it's just like
or like the scene landed.
He is not of this. He is not of this world. right? So it's just funny to me.
So
Yeah.
Frank, you saw this on Thursday that it came out, right?
I
'Cause you
saw it. No, I saw it. I saw it Tuesday.
because you messaged the group and said Predator was cool, and I replied that I heard it was kind of Disney-fied, you know. So when I got in there, I'm expecting a few kind of crazy jokes, lame jokes, jokes that didn't land, and I was pleasantly surprised that they were actually funny. The android was funny.
Mhm.
Who's the little creature that he had with him? Bud.
But
But
Bud was
yeah,
actually funny, and he was like one of the most powerful creatures on that planet. You know,
well,
like
yeah,
spoilers. I mean, he's a callus. He's a callus himself.
which is
Yeah.
crazy. Hey, so when he rolled up later with the callus and the robot, I was like, "Yo, this guy right here, not even fucking with him.
Nah,
He's got a callus. Like
he's got a
callus.
he's got a callus. It's an unkillable beast.
Yeah,
so
You
him
know.
showing
he's got a
up,
callus. Like he's gonna ride. You can
But
ride on that. Like,
him showing up to his father with an older Bud
mm,
and being able to take out his father implies that
oh
he
yeah,
spent some time on that planet training. Yes,
oh yeah. He lived on the most dangerous planet for a while.
because I was thinking that he just, my first initial thought in the movie was like he went right back and defeated his father. How the hell is he that strong? Like the dad whooped his ass. I gotta say, in this movie, I loved the combat. I thought the combat really expanded. Like instead of just being these brutes, like we guys were saying, like using brute force, they actually showed combative skill beyond. I'm gonna throw you and use this weapon. Like when the father comes in and disarms the brother and takes the brother
Uh,
down. You know what I mean? The whole scene between Deck and his brother, that first initial fight was, which is awesome, man. It showed that they actually are capable of training beyond just berserker mode,
and
and
this
I'm going
being
to
and it's their
overpower you.
strength. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, man, it was cool, and this whole movie was just a nonstop ride, man. Like right up my alley, action packed, never a boring moment. Even the slow moments where they were around the campfire and eating, and Bud was copying what Deck was doing. The
that
shit
was
was
great.
funny, it was actually humorous.
Yeah.
It wasn't
And in a
cheesy.
way, it probably wouldn't have been as humorous if it didn't have this ugly ass face to go with it.
Yeah, he is ugly, but
He ugly as shit. Like
somebody
I
said
felt
about
like
his
that
character
definitely probably
design.
would have helped.
The
I
the work
really,
they didn't like his character design because of the small stature, and I must say his hair looked weird because you could tell it's rubber. You know what I mean? I guess what would a Yautja hair actually look like?
Real
not
talk,
much.
I had a question because his hair is white,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and I'm like, so
That dude looks
let's
so
talk a
cool.
little bit about what the fuck Yautja are. I can't say that shit.
Well,
Yautja.
there's so many different clans,
Yautja.
right? Like the feral predator was
What
part of a
are
different
they?
clan than these guys, right?
Are they
And
no? I
they
mean, like, are they reptiles?
have to be
Are
some kind of
they
insectoid reptile thing.
I don't
are they
know.
cold blooded? Their blood is glowy green, so I'm like, they're not mammals. I seriously doubt there's nothing mammalian about these things,
I
right?
mean,
Like
They
they
gotta
look
be mammals.
humanoid.
they
So
look
they're
humanoid. They have fingers, I guess.
So
Sure,
they have
And they
5
walk on their
fingers and
bipedal.
like
they're
bipedal.
yeah. So I think they
But
are mammals.
They breathe
no
air.
way! Look at this hair. Their hair is not hair. Like
The hair.
these are tendrils of some kind.
But I
This
mean,
is definitely tendrils.
they could
Those
still
are
be
tendrils.
mammals.
Huh?
They could still be mammals without the hair having to have like hair texture.
Fair enough. I just don't think these are
Those
mammals.
are definitely
This
tendrils.
motherfucker's covered in scales. I'm thinking these are scales, or like hide scales.
That's why
I
I
don't
want
know.
to see expanded on the lore of the Yautjas, or just like I want to
Like,
see
he's like a
Dex.
dinosaur.
I want to see Dex sitting around the table with his mom, like in the house. You know what I mean? Like I want to see what they do. Like, you know what I mean? Like
They
what is
prepare for the
on his
next hunt.
skin?
That's all they do.
His skin is definitely scaly, right? And I must
Parts of
say,
yeah.
I wasn't intimidated by Dex. His stature was non imposing, right? Like he's not the Grendel King or his dad. Obviously, he is the run of the litter, which totally made sense why the dad would want to call that. You want to call out any weakness, but he still looked menacing. Like I thought the actor, especially, and of course the mocap team, did a good job of like showing his viciousness. Still, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't scared of anything. He was a
No,
Yautja
yeah,
at
no.
heart.
He was brave as shit.
When
I
the
think
uh when the little animal callus came and roared at him, he roared back. I'm not scared of you,
The
I
little
He
think
one
was no
or the
bitch.
big one?
I think
The big one.
Oh,
I,
yeah.
I really
That fucking sword
appreciated
looks so
Deck.
cool.
I appreciated Deck from the beginning, but I think that what really got me about him, not just because of him feeling and him being required to think in these situations, because like be real, the second he got on that planet, it was called the planet of death. The second he got on that planet, everything was trying to kill him.
Immediately.
He got ejected from the ship. That fucking bird just came and attacked
Yo,
him.
you saw
He
when it
lands.
caught his attention. You saw when it
That shit
caught
was
the
so
bird's
cool.
attention. That
Yeah.
bird was like,
That bird did a U-turn.
immediately, he was like,
U-turn's like, whoa.
oh yeah, let's go. That joke was
But-
ready.
But like, so not only that, but like, what I really appreciated about him is that when he first encounters the Calisk, right, he goes like in, right, like he's like full focus on this thing, lure it out. I want this thing, and he
Mhm.
actually legitimately beats it.
Yeah,
Until
Woo!
he
Gets the
legitimately
head off.
beats it, cuts the head right off.
Smooth.
But until he finds out that the shit fucking regenerates like Wolverine and Deadpool, dude, like he's like, wait, no. And he tries again. He kills it again. It fucking regenerates. He's like,
Yeah.
fuck.
That was
So-
crazy. And I was like, I remember watching that scene. I'm like, oh, this can't be it. Like, that
Yeah.
was too easy.
Too easy.
They didn't
Too
see that
easy.
joke connected. Like,
I'm like,
oh.
Yeah.
While
That's
Wayland
right.
Yutani is there, right?
Yeah.
I love that
there
tie-in
we
too,
go.
man. Like, give me all of this, man. Give me the alien. Give me aliens in this universe of the Predator right here. Who's the director's name? Trachtenberg, Dan Trachtenberg.
Dan Trachtenberg.
Keep this guy. Keep him. His vision for this franchise is perfect.
He's got a vision too.
right.
he
It's
definitely-
perfect. It suits the franchise. It's like revitalized these characters and this entire franchise, man. This is like you can go any direction you want right now from this movie. There was somebody saying in the comments or in one of the videos I was watching, do different Yautja clans make their own weapons? Right, because that's one of the things we love
Dude,
about the
interesting.
Yautja too. is
That's
their
one of my
weaponry.
biggest questions about these guys. Is like
Right, and they're all so
none of
different.
these guys' behavior or lifestyle makes you think anything that they know how to make a laser bow and arrow.
Right.
Like,
Well,
I get nothing. You don't see them repair their weapons. You don't see them make weapons. They have weapons, and in
Also-
fact, it looked like those. Remember in the movie, he went to go get the fucking camouflage device. It
Mhm.
seemed like they hand them around. Like, these things are shared. You have to earn these because we might have a limited number.
So I saw some lore video where they actually explain how the Yautja got their technology. Now I don't know if that's canon or not, but I think it adds to their mystique that they are so primal and they are so just monstrous, but they have this space age technology. They're able to traverse the stars, especially
Yeah,
in Killer Killers.
exactly.
They're able to cryogenically freeze you and preserve your body for centuries upon centuries. Like I think that's awesome. I think that adds to their
Or moving
level.
beyond light speed.
Like who
I-
are these things?
I always thought in the back of my mind that the way they got their weapons was through conquering, was like as trophies from beating other species.
Could be a thing. Mhm.
They may have come across a more advanced species, but the species probably didn't use as much force as they were capable of, as the Yautja are capable of, and so the Yautja brute forced their way onto this advanced species, took them over, killed them all, and took their tech, and then used that to start expanding their own species.
Which
So
makes sense.
That's
but
what
like
I
my
always had
only
in the
hang
back
up
of
with
my
that.
mind.
Yeah. Honestly, and I kind of think the same way too. It's like it makes sense. It was like they would have had taken it from somewhere else because there's nothing about them that makes you think that. But at the same time, it's like
So the origin story
I guess watching the movie, if Deck's justification is Yautja, Jesus, it was the Predator's justification. If Deck's justification for tools and weaponry, the way he used the cyborg lady, I forgot her name, Asha, whatever.
Asha.
yeah, whatever, the robot lady. If
She was cool.
if
She was
his
funny.
she was funny. If his justification for using her as a tool was that one, your technology, you're a tool, I can use you to do this, but you are not help.
Yeah.
Like if that's their justification, I'm just trying to understand the psychology because they it seems like they really refuse getting help. No, I don't need help. I'll do it myself because for my honor, right? But at the same time, it's like tools are help unless tools are allowed, as long as it's only a tool. You know, I don't know.
Well, you got to
He did
understand we're
point out
seeing
that
this
she,
through the perspective of Deck.
Yeah, yeah,
With that philosophy, right? I mean, sure, that's probably the Yauta's philosophy in general, but Deck's philosophy, while that's what came out of his mouth, he wound up using tools as help. Right?
Mhm.
At the end of the movie, he used every single fucking creature he came across except that bird. He fucking used them.
yeah.
He used them to help him to save Asha.
And
his
I feel
little
like that
shoulder,
was
his
his
little
change
shoulder
in his
cannon.
mentality.
One
Like
hundred
that was a
percent.
change. But like his initial mentality was, I'm allowed to use this robot because it's a tool.
Right.
Well, you know,
So
most
is
Yakuza
that
powers unlocked.
initial mentality all predator mentality? Like so if that's
Yeah,
the
that's
case,
what I think.
whenever they come across technology from another species, then they're good to use that. They can take their tech.
They just take it.
Yeah.
And maybe you know maybe I'm selling them short, but maybe they also have the ability to
Maybe.
develop from there, right? Like maybe develop new weapons from taking tech from other planets or timelines, right?
Like I
Because
have this idea that like there's different clans well, we know there's different clans, but also have this idea that there's like tech clans, whereas like they're not
yeah,
warriors,
like
but there's
R and
like
D,
big headed short little yasus with
R
big
and D.
heads that run around and they're like like and they're just like making shit, and then they're like
Yeah, they're
here,
R and D.
yeah, the R&D department, yeah, the R&D clan.
I would not. That to me makes a whole lot of sense, right? Like they have them just like giving out like developing new weapons or giving out or
Some kind
co-opting
of
other
class.
weapons and then just
Uh-huh.
giving it out, right? And saying like, here you go. It's kind of like Q from James Bond, right? Like the guy
Yep.
in the chair, right? You have all these other Yautjas that are just there to just develop weapons and advance the tech that they procure.
So
So
that's two ways they can get it. You know, either they steal it or just take it from defeated opponents,
I think it definitely. I think it absolutely
or both.
100% started out from stealing,
Uh-huh.
and then maybe from there it could, you know, branch out into, you know, developing new tech from there, or just co-opting or fixing whatever they steal and co-opting it to benefit them in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
The origin story I saw said that the Yautjas were not always known as the Yautja warrior race that they are. They were actually conquered by a technologically superior but physically inferior race. They rebelled against that race and stole their tech. But I don't know if that's canon or not
Oh, I
from
like
the
that.
comics. But it would still show a level of sophistication because they have to be able to improve upon the tech
And
or at least
that would
be able to
explain why
repair
they
it.
value their strength and prowess
They
so much.
they have to operate the ships and the tech, so they have to have some level of understanding, you know, of the technology that they're actually using. So who's to say they don't, you know, pirate tech from other races that they conquer? They come across a piece of tech on a planet. Hey, we can use this. Let me take this back to our R&D, like Frank said. But with all the weapon stuff being said, I love that he lost most of his weapons and resorted to just
Yeah.
using sword the whole movie. Like he had to earn his right to be a warrior. You don't get to lean on these weapons and this extra tech. You get a sword, you know. Make
Especially him. That's all he had. He had a
and,
sword, and then he had like a disc or something he got to keep.
Yeah.
He had a disc, the little disc thing, and he had the sword. And that was it, because he didn't get to keep his bow.
Yeah, the bow was gone. Yeah, I mean, a lot of his weapons. He lost a lot of the weapons during the plane attack.
Mhm.
But even that plane attack was so dope when he like cut up the vine. Like the vine was like
Oh yeah,
coming at him, and he like slit the shit in half. And I'm like, dude, think Star Wars with the Predator. You know, that goddamn thing was like a lightsaber. You know,
yeah. That shit was singeing and cutting.
it was so cool when he like ripped the spine out of that fucking charging monster thing. Remember the thing charged at him, and he cut it in half with his sword.
He cut the whole thing in half.
And then he like
he
threw it onto the spine from the momentum and ripped the spine out of it.
Yeah,
like,
that was
damn,
crazy.
Wow,
all right,
man.
yeah, I forgot about that scene. That shit,
Like,
this movie was so fucking goat.
Like,
so I said Deck was a runt, but he wasn't no punk. He wasn't from the very beginning.
Like this was the run.
Right.
I know.
Damn.
What the fuck?
But the
You
funny
put the
thing
worst
is,
one?
the funny thing is, I doubt that. I doubt to a degree that like if there was any other Yajuta that came onto this planet, that they would have handled themselves as efficiently as Deck did, because Deck used help, right? Like he used the android, he used nature, he used everything that he had, and he was solely focused on that mission. And I gotta say, like the world, the planet of death was amazing.
Right.
I loved everything about that world, like the not only like the flora and the fauna, like
it was all so deadly.
Like the fucking the part that I really appreciated was the razor grass. The razor grass, and I'm like, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah,
it's so simple.
And it made
it's so
sense.
simple, and I'm
Just
like, because you see, like, why is it white or why is it gray? You know, that's interesting. And I was like, it's probably just like a nice color aesthetic thing that they're going for. And then he steps in, he's like, ah, and then Android's like, that's razor grass. If you step in that, it'll cut you to ribbons in seconds. And I was like, that's awesome.
And I love the sound of the grass too. The sound was like, like all crystally. It sounded like
glass.
Yeah.
It sounded like glass breaking all the time. And, Deck's like, I got to hunt that thing, right? That's Callus food. I need to get that thing. And she's like, go ahead, but you're going to have to get through this grass. You're going to have to somehow get through this razor grass. So then, again, Deck was required to think. He had to think, like, what's the best way that I don't get killed by fucking grass, that I can still get this prey? So
the way he was leaping through them trees.
I love him being so capable from the very beginning. I don't know if that's attributed to the training from his brother, but he never seemed incapable to me. Yeah. He used the help of the android.
He never seemed scared.
Yeah, he was never scared.
No moment of self-doubt.
Right. He was just confident and, what he had to do the whole time, and very capable.
His demeanor the whole time was, I can do this. You don't fucking believe me, but I'm finna show you. Like, that was cool.
I'm finna. Yeah, that's what he said.
I'm finna show you. He was about to fight everybody.
I was trying to look in here and see if there were any like significant skulls. Is that an alien skull in the middle? In the middle, in the very middle one. No.
This one?
Somebody said that's the skull from the Independence Day.
Yeah, you heard that too?
Alien. Yeah, I heard that shit. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I did hear that too. Because they said it was because they said it had to be 20th Century Fox. So they can only have like creatures from, that would have been 20th Century Fox. So someone was saying before, like, someone was like a Klingon or something, but like, no, because that's not owned by that company. But they said this one here also. So this one was like kind of a deep dive. But the movie The Thing?
Yeah. Oh shit.
And then so The Thing had a prequel that came out recently. And so the prequel movie thing it's so convoluted. Anyway, the prequel movie thing, that movie had a creature inside of it that was piloting the ship. It was called the pilot. And they said the way it was designed was it had like 3 eyes that went down here and had like this kind of head. It was weird. And that like, but it wasn't actually in the movie. It was in a deleted scene. And so they deleted it out of the movie, but they liked the design. So they go ahead and for whatever reason, they put the fucking skull in here. That was like, that was like a fucking random, but they definitely got the fucking T-Rex going on over here.
Somebody else said they would love to see from Prey. They would love to see more alien versus creature battles. You know what I mean? Like when Prey, the feral predator fought the bear. You know,
Oh
like
yeah,
I would love to see a predator take down a T-Rex or some kind of big creature. Which I guess we got with Badlands.
bro,
But
light work. What are you talking
Mhm.
about? That's light work.
A
the
bear.
human skull
Ain't
it just sucks. You know what I mean?
I mean, not for us,
The
but
human
for
skull.
Yajuta.
Yeah, I mean, like
Yacht,
is
Jesus
that even
Christ.
trophy worthy? Yeah, it's not even. It doesn't even deserve to be up there.
It's one. What I mean, like,
I mean, it's big.
like again, yo.
Look,
gotta
Yajuta,
add-
this right
you
here.
gotta add
This
the
is the real
spinal
prize
cord.
right here. This right
Yajuta-
You gotta
here.
add the
That's
spinal
the trophy
cord.
right there.
Yajuta stay taking L's on Earth.
They do
Like,
that.
they have not. They don't have one victory on Earth. So
They got
I
victories
mean-
on Earth.
I mean, like really though.
I mean, because like
Yo,
the issue is, can they get off the planet? They can kill a bunch of people.
Exactly. That's
Can
what I'm
they
saying.
get off after
They don't
meet
come back.
the guy?
They don't come back. They don't come back when they go to Earth. They don't come back.
I
They can
think
do whatever
some
damage they
do.
do. They don't come back.
Not when they go hunting on Earth. They don't.
No. Hold on. I think it's just a challenge because remember the predators come and they strip like there was like 6 bodies from the one from Predator 1. Predator 2 had a fucking bunch of bodies, whole bunch of skeletons
fine and
around.
good. That's fine and good. But and have any of those predators made it off the planet alive?
I think there's others though. Like I think there's others. Otherwise, like
No, maybe
Not those
but I'm
guys,
talking-
no,
I'm talking
not
about the
those
ones
guys.
we've seen. Not one of them has made it off the planet alive.
They stay
like a waste of trophies.
According to Killer of Killers, that's a huge fucking deal,
Oh yeah, true,
right?
True.
It's enough that they send scouts to go and capture and recapture the
100%.
adversaries.
Damn, talk about expanding the
But
lore.
just goes to show, like it's just
Will
not
you kill
every
one of us?
human.
Okay.
But like,
About
yeah,
to
you're
add
right.
these to collection,
No, but
man.
I didn't say every human. I'm just saying they
Yeah.
stay taking L's though. The
Yeah,
predators they
got
take
a lot of
L's
L's on Earth.
every time. They
Hopefully
step
they
foot
got
on
L's
Earth.
on
They don't
Earth.
come back. That is their. They should have sent Deck to Earth if they really wanted to test him. Make his first
Did
hunt
y'all
on
see?
Earth.
Actually, did y'all see at the beginning? Earth was one of the fucking things
Yeah.
when it was.
I did.
Yeah, you saw that. I was
Yeah,
like,
I saw it.
it's like, no, you want to go there? No.
No.
We got a movie. We got a movie.
That's the real planet of death.
Oh, hold on.
Like not one Yajuta. It would be
Hey,
pretty.
Deck
Quay's
was
like,
scrolling. He was like,
"Don't
nah, I
go
heard
there."
about that shit. Nah,
Said,
he's
"Nah,
like,
don't go there." Quay would be like, "Don't go there. That is the planet. Not one predator has come. Not one
Said-
Yajuta has come back alive from that planet." He's like, "That is the planet that
Go
I will
fight the
go.
regenerating monster. Don't go to Earth though.
Go fight the unkillable beast, but don't
Yeah.
go to Earth.
Don't go to Earth.
Those humans, man.
You need to level up some. Yeah,
So-
get your levels up.
Badlands 2. Are we excited to see a female predator?
100%.
That's my mind. I am too, but I'm so curious. Like, what do females look like in predator society? Like,
Probably
what
the
are
same.
they? What are their roles? Like we've never seen a female on screen. Are they just the hunters? When they
I'm picturing a
when
predator
predators
with
procreate,
boobies.
now we're not talking about how they do it, but like what are predator courting rituals like? You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like
I hate to be diminishing, but
Uh-huh.
I'm picturing maybe just for breeding. Like
Yeah,
straight
they
up.
probably don't have relationships.
do they
Yeah, they
love?
Do they seem like they would do
No.
relationships?
It seems like they
No.
might.
They
I
don't
mean,
like
Deck's
them.
brother
No.
and Deck loved each other. You know,
No, I don't know. Whoa, love
there's
is
never
such
been
a
a
strong
nurturing-
word.
There's never been a nurturing Yajuta mother.
I don't think they were.
No, it's the way they made it seem in the post credits for Badlands seemed like the mother was worse.
Right,
Yeah.
right. It was ominous.
But I'm assuming it's, and I'm assuming the only reason why like maybe she has that status is because of how high up she is and her, I don't know what to call her partner is as well,
Mhm.
or was as well. So, but the implication is that she's a lot worse. So, outside
could
of
be.
her though, I
they're bigger.
honestly don't see any other purpose for the female predators. I mean, maybe they could definitely add that element in there.
What if they make the tech?
It definitely sparked my curiosity. Yeah.
What
that's
if they
really
make the
interesting.
tech, and that's why the guys are so focused on the strength because the women, the females, they could just beat all these guys with the tech. That's what they give them the tech. They give them the old tech,
right?
To play with.
The females are not as physically strong, but they are the leaders in the scientific fields of.
I don't know.
She was riding around in that giant ass ship.
Maybe.
Yeah, her ship was crazy.
Yeah.
What the hell kind of status does she have?
Well, I mean, that's. I mean, I think that's just indicative of I think that could have just been like a slightly upgraded ship than everyone else has. Deck's ship was pretty fucking.
What if that's the female?
Too.
Oh, hell no.
What if that's the female?
Like I'm saying, like think about it. Like, what if the females are just bigger?
It just makes you curious because you're like, what is their stature? Like, what is their role in Yajuta society?
I think it's just primal shit. Like I'm thinking like praying mantis primal shit, right? Like just breeding and probably killing them as soon as the job is done.
Like you might not keep your head after this.
Like I don't know. Like
right.
Like we haven't seen a single female predator ever
at all. I think they said there were a couple in the comics, but
in the comics,
maybe. But I mean, the species has to survive somehow, or maybe.
Right.
What if they lay eggs?
Yeah, maybe. What if they do lay eggs? What if they have the ability? I don't know.
Would
you
that make them
not mammalian? Yes. So maybe they're reptilian-ish.
That's what I think. I'm expecting egg laying.
I think it's a live birth kind of thing. They're humanoid,
So what?
Or
true.
Wait.
So many fingers.
What I think makes just hear me out. Hear me out. What I think makes some kind of sense is that what if Yautja are not born but created? Like
lab?
cloned or grown.
An ongoing.
And maybe that's why they're all male. Right? Like maybe that's why they're all male. Like they could be created. Like now I understand like Deck and Quay and their father. There's a familiar relation there, but it could just be that the father used his DNA to create.
Speaking of that,
the two kids.
Maybe and maybe that's why he doesn't really give a fuck about them. Because it's like, you just
maybe that's why they don't give a fuck about each other.
Yeah, you're just part of my DNA. I don't really give a shit about you.
And that would also lend credence. I think that would also lend credence to their whole philosophy of survival of the fittest. The strongest will conquer all.
So if you could deliver the runt in a tube, you're like, fuck.
It's defective. It didn't work.
Take it back.
Yeah.
Me personally, I would
want a refund.
That your theory's not true, Frank, only in the sense that I'm intrigued by the females. I want to see what this shit is going to look like. When he pulled up and said, "That's my mom," I'm like, well, holy shit.
Yeah, but I mean, like he says, like, "That's my mother," and it comes out looking like this dude.
Right.
Right? That's my mom.
This dude was so badass. It's hard for me to picture a Yautja female looking like this guy. I mean, this dude was fucking... He's the best looking predator we've probably seen on screen. The Pharaoh Predator holds a special place because he was so different, but I mean, this is the most physically imposing predator.
I just
like,
he was bigger than everybody else.
I thought it was the dad until I saw the Grendel King.
I just think that with the way they operate, like with their whole, that's like their whole being, right? Like with the way they operate, I don't know if maybe, but like,
look at all these fingers. Goddamn.
I don't know. Fingers. I just don't know if females play a big part.
Right. It could be something intriguing, like they are the scientists and the engineers. They're the ones who maintain the weaponry, or they have to play some kind of role in society, right? It's like a new wrinkle to add to the whole lore thing. And I'm saying this before I saw Killer of Killers, so I'm like, yes, give me all of this, man. Give me everything. Who else is in that cryogenic chamber? Who else is in there? I was so happy when I saw that.
There were other alien species in that chamber. So to be fair, like it wasn't just humans that defeated Yajuta before.
Guaranteed, I'm gonna call it right now.
There were other species as well.
Dan Trachtenberg is a fan of the franchise. He's gonna give us a Dutch and Harrigan movie, man.
Actually, here, let me play this.
It might be. It's gonna be animated.
I don't know if y'all saw this.
He's gonna give us a movie.
Let me play this. Let me see if I get the sound to work. Volume? Let me know if I can hear this.
Nope.
No. Y'all about to make me go watch Prey after this, man. Even though I still have a hard time believing she could beat that thing. I was like, okay, you're gonna have to use all of your bag of tricks, bro. Like everything.
But that,
Anyway,
to me,
this is the list.
added to the
This is
tension.
It did 100%. I was like, she's gonna die.
this
I mean,
is
I
what
thought she was gonna
Dan
die the whole
Trachtenberg confirmed as a chronology of the movies, of all the Alien and Predator movies so far, and their timeline.
in order. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So started
So
with
Killer of Killers was before
841,
Prey.
The year
and then
1609.
Okay, so that
Prey.
explains the pistol.
Right,
So
yeah.
they got it off of Yajuta because Miguel dropped it.
So there's another.
Yajuta took it to Earth, gave it to Naru.
Well,
wait,
no. Miguel got it here in the bullet.
Yeah.
So Miguel got it after Naru had it,
right?
and before Naru. So there's something between here that where the pencil was obtained. So yeah, but yeah, then pistol's here. The bullet, Predator 1, 1997, Predator 2, Alien vs Predator, Requiem, Predators.
The Predator.
Predator. I don't know why people didn't like that movie so much. I thought it was cool.
It's really just Adrian Brody, man. Like honestly, he's my main hang-up.
Yeah,
I just can't. Every time I see him, it takes me right out.
Somebody did say he didn't fit the role of an action star, kind of lead man, kind of, you know. And I'm like, well, that's if you're comparing him to Arnold. Nobody fits that role if you compare him to Arnold, especially with the whole "I'm here, come kill me." You know,
I mean, literally anybody. He didn't have
Arnold. Stop, Adrian. You don't have the accent or nothing. Man. All right?
Adrian,
do it.
But I mean, but he didn't the way he presented. It was like he was gonna scrap, but he wasn't a scrapper. He didn't seem like he could scrap.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like he just didn't. Yeah.
No, he
not
fucked
at
that
all.
Predator up at the end. What do you mean? He was running around with the axe and hitting him with the, he wasn't scared.
He barely looked like he could pick up the axe.
He wasn't arrogant, but he wasn't.
Like you're talking about taking out. But I feel like if it would have been better if he was more strategic.
Yeah.
Like if he was if he dealt more like Naru because of his size, because of his
he did
physicality.
He had to use his wits. He started the fires to throw off his heat vision.
Yeah.
And at that point you're on an alien planet. You just trying to take this motherfucker out. Now the Predators, that lead Predator, I forget his name. He was one of the coolest looking ones too. That what do they call him?
I actually don't remember.
Remember they had one tied up to a totem. That was the original Predator. And then they had the lead Predator from Predators. I just remember his look. The mandibles were longer. You know what I mean? So he was a badass looking one too. Yeah, Dr. K said,
I'm intrigued.
Dr. K said Adrian Brody's nose. His nose stood out.
Oh, Romulus is a little bit further down. Pause.
I thought Romulus took place before Aliens.
Nope. So down here.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes, you're right.
Okay.
So before Aliens, yeah, that's what. So Predator, Prometheus, and what threw me is that he has Prometheus and Covenant both in here.
I love how
now this threw me off.
Why?
Because Alien versus Predator, aliens have existed per the lore in this movie. Alien vs Predator 1, they've existed for hundreds of years at least. And in Covenant is when, and Prometheus is, Alien Covenant came to their current xenomorph form in here, whereas they exist here. So that throws me. But I don't know.
I see. Yeah, you're right. Well, I mean, maybe the second movie makes a little more sense because, no. Yeah, I see what you mean. How would they be fully developed in Alien versus Predator if the form of the xenomorph didn't fully get conceived until 2104?
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that's weird.
So then you got down here, Alien Covenant, then Alien 1, Romulus, Aliens, Alien 3, and Alien Resurrection is now canon. And then he says
Alien
at the
Resurrection
end of
was
this, he says, I can say that Badlands is set after Resurrection. So Badlands is after this. So it's the most recent.
So it's the most recent of them all.
Or the
Okay.
first, or the, yeah.
which is exciting because you can go anywhere with this franchise
Anywhere.
now, man.
Yep.
Like the universe is yours, man.
And again, we did it. We reincorporated the Whalen Yutani Corporation.
Yep.
You can
bigger
literally start
implications for Alien.
And
You can
Raylan
literally
Yutani was
start
first seen in Requiem, at the end of
Right.
Requiem.
Right.
That was the first time we saw Wayland Yutani.
And never again until Badlands.
Yep.
At least
Or-
for Alien and Predator
Well, Alien Earth.
connection.
Actually,
Oh,
where's
I-
Alien Earth fitting in here?
I think these are just movies.
Okay, yeah, that's just the movies. Sure.
Because you can literally start a Star Wars style Empire type franchise from this moment right now. You know what I mean? We can have 7 more movies of Deck going through a journey, kind of transforming Yajuta society. You know what I mean? Like the world is yours. You know, I think it's in good hands with Trachtenberg, man. Dr. K said Adrian Brody, what threw you off about him is his nose, and he does have a schnoz on him. I'll give you that, man. 'Cause Adrian Brody got a schnoz, man. It's there. You can't miss it. But
I ain't gonna lie,
he was a good lead.
that
Man.
don't do throw me off, man.
He do got a schnoz, bro.
Every
It's
time.
down, it's long and it comes out there. It's out there.
But like if he turns your way, you gotta go like this. You look over, you like
But yeah,
swinging
man.
that thing around.
Too cool, man. Too cool. Like, you know, you can go with anything's possible. I think once we get on this stream, I'm going to go, man, maybe I'll go watch Killers again, man. I
Dude,
want to
those
see
fight
more
scenes,
now.
the Ronin fight scenes are look, that whole ninja shit, and then the two brothers, that story, and actually Dr. K says earlier, the Ronin story was sad, but it was like super cool. But like that Ronin fight and the story between the two brothers, so good, man.
Yeah.
Like
You know,
that was like peak.
That's
I
also
love
why
that.
the third story kind of threw me off with Miguel, because the first two, you could see the story beyond just the fight. Like the mother's quest for vengeance cost her son.
Mhm.
The brother, the Ronin, his dad's legacy came through, especially when you thought the first brother died, when he fell through the crack of the wood that the dad had cut, and you thought he fell to his death, and you were like, damn, like you fulfilled your father's legacy, even though you were trying to fight against it, you know. But the Miguel story was like, what was the overall larger moral point to the story, you know? It was just kind of there just to show you, you know, the tech, obviously the Predator was cool, but I didn't see the moral story to Miguel's side, besides just some comedy and maybe, I guess, heroics. He was, even though he wasn't the best fighter of the three, he was arguably more heroic than all of them.
I think his like ability was.
I think it was just straight underdog.
Yeah.
That was the highest moral point you could take from it. He was just an underdog. His plane was fucked.
Yeah.
His plane was fucked up. He was too young. Like, it was just not in the cards at all, and he still pulled through.
You would think the Predators would recognize that, and like, he's not really worthy prey. You know, we'll leave you a pistol. But you're not
I think they do think that. And that's what gets them.
Well, I mean, he didn't make it.
Yeah.
So
how the fuck do we keep losing to these motherfuckers, man?
Like every time they underestimate, they're like, you can't do shit to me. You're just a little.
But that's their hubris, man.
So they get you
every time. Every time they don't make it.
Is it hubris, or is it lacking in being able to think outside of the warrior mentality, where like go straight ahead, charge straight ahead?
Both. Right. A bit of both.
Are the Predators prideful? I guess they are.
Very much so.
Yeah,
they wear the skeletons of the people they beat.
They kill.
Well,
yeah, like they wear their body parts. Like that is
like pride is like. I'm underestimating you, which is what they constantly do. So yeah,
no,
I guess they are prideful.
That's also pride, though. Like wearing the trophies, that's also prideful.
Yeah.
You know, showing their achievements and accomplishments out for everyone to see. Look what I did. You know,
I loved at the end of Killers when they
pride. This is the pride room right here. Every y'all just got this.
Okay, I guess a trophy room is a pride room. I guess it is.
It is 100%.
This is my home of hubris. Yeah.
I loved at the end of Killer of Killers when they panned out and showed the size of that cryogenic room. I'm like, yes, man. Like, what else is in here? What are you guys up to?
all full.
What is
All
happening?
I'm 90% full of Earthlings.
Right. Like,
of
what's going
humans.
on? Like, give me more. Dan Trachtenberg, please. Come on, man. And that animation style didn't seem like it was quite as expensive. Because it was a lot of more darker and muted colors. It wasn't as vibrant as Into the Spider-Verse, right? So maybe they can pump these out quickly. I hope.
Not too
Well,
quickly.
I don't
Take
think
your time.
I don't think the next one's going to be animated. I think they're going to stick with the
Live
live
action.
action for a
Oh,
while.
this one caught it to the head.
Yep.
Is that a
Jesus.
like a King Kong skull right there?
This one
next to
too. This is definitely like a gorilla, right? It's like
Right.
a primate for sure.
Oh, hey.
The humans.
And this is a tooth.
Sucks, man. Take us out of there, man.
Huh?
So what is that? What is that one? If that's a human skull with the spinal cord, we had to add the spinal cord to the human skull because ours suck. But what's the other little one right there?
This one?
Yeah, what is that? It's some human.
Maybe some other. Look at the head. Look at the noggin on this one. I don't know, man. This is definitely the Independence Day one, though, right? I don't see no Navi up here. Is Navi 20th century?
Right.
Yes.
Oh man, hey,
that
wait,
shit
hold
would've been
on.
cool, If he would have had a Navi skull, that shit would have been tight.
I guess
That might be it. That might be up there on the top on the left. Because they are
What,
bigger.
this
than
here?
humans. Yeah, it could be.
Mr.
Never know.
Man.
They were bigger than humans, right? Like, physically bigger. So
They were.
True.
they would have bigger skulls.
I
Yeah.
don't know. So y'all want to hear so there was a theory I found on TikTok about how or what direction that the whole thing might go after.
After Badlands?
Tell.
Yeah, after Badlands. So it's kind of stemmed from him seeing his mother, and so the shit with his mother, and so said the next conflict, or maybe one of the upleading conflicts that may lead to the Alien versus Predator situation, is the whole fact that Weyland Yutani is out looking still for. They're still out gathering materials to make weapons, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
We saw Mother in there. Mother is still active, doing its thing, gathering.
Sure.
So Mother is there. Then we have, and playing on Mother, you have the robot girl who separated from her mother, right? And essentially is now kind of an independent actor. And you have Deck, who more or less separated from his world, right? So he's out here kind of an independent actor. I mean, he came back, and we'll see what his relationship with his mother is. But either way, so you have mother-child kind of dynamic. And then you have the whole situation where you have Weyland Yutani. Oh, Deck, also other thing, Deck has the Calisk, which Weyland Yutani wants. They're going to come after Deck.
They're definitely coming after that.
Using probably their easiest to produce, biggest weapons, xenomorphs, to attack Yajuta society because they want the Calisk, and his mother, whatever it's her situation, we don't know what the role is, but might be, what leads the Yajuta resistance or pushback. So, and that way it may lead to alien versus predator situation. Anyway, just a speculation, but it'd be cool. I heard somebody talking about it, and it's a cool play.
Sounds fucking awesome.
Wouldn't the easier play be to just make a bunch of Predaliens? Make a Predalien out of Deck, and then go to the planet, and then make a bunch of Predaliens, and then have them under the control of the corporation.
Maybe, but I feel like also xenomorphs know. I mean, Yajuta know about xenomorphs. They ain't finna get really caught out.
Well, You send enough chest busters after them.
Yeah, I feel like they can handle enough of themselves. Like, yeah, I mean, of course, there's gonna be some. I don't know. Maybe. I feel like
I
the way
think all it
Wolf
takes
was
is a
taking
few.
them out.
I think all
True.
it takes is a few, and then the Predalians can probably take out a bunch of predators on their own, and then infect the others.
Oh man, wait. How did? Oh man, I should know this because I watched Requiem so many times. But like,
Didn't the chest burster get the predator?
but that was the only one it got was the Predator at the end of the last movie of Alien
Right.
vs Predator 1.
Right.
And so that was the one that caught, and then they sent it back, and that was the one that escaped, fucked the ship up, and got back to Earth. Right. That's what led to Alien vs Predator 2. But didn't like Wolf essentially like hand to hand with the Predalien?
Yeah. Wolf did.
Yeah, like if a Predalien is like, I mean, if he's fighting a predator that's good and he doesn't catch him off guard too bad, then it might not be that hard of a situation.
Maybe.
How many Predaliens is the Grendel team going to take out?
I'm just thinking it's an easier play. I just think it's
Oh,
easier
yeah.
play instead of trying to, send out like develop xenomorphs against the predators, and especially with
Sure.
the knowledge of the xenomorphs, the predators are probably going to destroy the xenomorphs, dude. Like,
Yeah.
So I think
So it's gonna have to
just be infiltrate.
Oh, unless they actually get the Calisk with a face hugger.
Shit.
Then you got a motherfucking problem.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
And you might have to have Weyland Yutani might have to actually band with the Predators, even though Weyland Yutani is the bad guy.
That wouldn't do shit.
My only worry about the future
crazy.
of this franchise is we were talking before you came in, Frank,
regenerating xenomorph
about Disney, and they don't.
Xenomorph.
Once they realize what they have on their hands with Badlands, I feel like the Disney execs are going to come into play and fuck the thing up. You know what I mean? Because once they realize they have a valuable property on their hands, are they going to give Dan Trachtenberg the creative license and freedom to do what the hell he wants without corporate or executive oversight to be able to, explore his ideas? Because I trust Dan. I don't trust Disney.
I see what you mean.
Nor should you.
I see what you mean, but like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but like, I don't think Disney's interferes that much with their properties. Like, look at Deadpool, look at Alien, right? Like, they could easily like put their whole Disney spin on a movie like Romulus, right? But they
that's what you're saying. They kind of let the creative process happen with the team.
I think as far as like properties that like aren't like directly under them, like I'm talking like Walt Disney animation movies and shit like that. Like, I think maybe the MCU is an exception because the MCU has definitely been Disneyfied.
It got so big they had to Disneyfy it, yeah.
But like, yeah, right, exactly, and I think that's the reason why. But I think like other properties that are like kind of just
darker.
owned, darker. Not only
because like Marvel's kind of like it's kind of like loosely, it's still comic books, they have the license.
Still got the violence.
It's got some violence, but it's not like nobody's gonna lose a limb.
But like, I don't know.
Well,
like,
other than Bucky, but you know what I mean.
I think they generally. I think like I'm surprised I'm saying this, but I think over the years they've generally, especially if it's not by a certain amount of degrees of separation, I think they kind of leave those franchises alone creatively.
Yeah.
Right. Maybe they have some notes. Right. That'd be abnormal if they had no notes. But like, I feel like a lot of the shit crosses gets on their table, and they're like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. How much did it make? How much did the last movie make? $1 billion? Yeah, you're fine. Just keep doing what you're doing.
But that's a dangerous part of it, because it's like, at what point is it gonna be like, are they just gonna start throwing it out to make money, right? Because like, I think part of what, and correct me if I'm wrong, D, but I think part of the thing you're saying is that like they'll start doing what they did with the Marvel shows, which is
right, and just kind of
like
like
throwing shit out just to draw attention, just to grab eyes and grab cash. Maybe they start doing that. They could. I don't know.
I think
Not
like
that I'm
especially
against
with
that.
Disney, especially with Disney struggling to keep their uh their properties afloat as far as what people want to see. Now they know they have something on their hands with Predator Badlands. Are they going to start getting involved, or are they going to let the creative process happen with Dan Trachtenberg and his team? And I got to say about Badlands, the score was tight too. The fucking music kept you in it.
Mhm.
Music can be like very underrated for a movie. You know, but the music like just kept the pace going. Like the soundtracks was badass, and every scene fit. Man, it was just a great experience, man.
Mhm.
yeah, I don't know. I think I mean, maybe you're right. Maybe there's going to be a point where it's gonna get so big and make so much money that they're like we got to step in. We got to get a piece of this, right? But I just think creatively they tend to leave these properties alone. It's because I think they just don't know much about them, or
100%.
care
Yeah,
or care to
not
know much
as
about them. And I
mainstream
think
as
the smarter move marketing wise and and like alignment wise is to just let it rock until it's making enough money where they'll be like, okay, y'all are generating nothing but profit. Now we're gonna have more notes. Now we have to have eyes on this before it even leaves the studio, right?
Mhm.
Like, or some shit. But I'm actually surprised. I'm actually very surprised. Like, I'm just observing over the years, they don't really touch a lot of these properties.
you're right, actually.
Um,
Yeah, now that I think about it, they really they let the Russo
they let
brothers
it
do their
be.
thing,
They
really.
let it be. They let like
Until the
if a
shows came,
movie
like you said, they kind of got involved with the shows, but the
the
cinematically, they
TV
kind of let everything
I
roll.
think the TV shows was like generally their idea,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why because like the TV shows are all on Disney Plus and whatever. So I
Mhm.
think them being that their idea, then they are definitely more involved with the TV shows, which is why we got whatever the fuck we've gotten over the years.
Yeah.
Even like Hulu TV shows like Alien Earth, right? It's Hulu is owned by Disney,
Mm-hmm.
so it's like
Yeah, no.
We were talking about
maybe
that before the cast, Frank. Is like, are you tired of all these damn streamers? So did you hear recently that Disney and YouTube TV were in this kind of beef? So Disney, who owns ESPN, pulled ESPN shows and football games off of YouTube TV.
oh
Like,
man,
do you feel like you're at your breaking point with all these damn streaming services? Are you a
I
perpetual Disney Plus subscriber?
yes, but I'm for the first time I've considered just like
Yeah,
doing
it's like
away with it.
I'm
Like I'm
at my
tired
breaking
of it.
point with all this shit. You know what I mean?
I'm kind of tired of it. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I only really watch like Netflix and Netflix, Hulu. I watch a lot of just because it condenses all of the TV shows
Mm-hmm.
into one platform. But I don't really watch much else. Like to
I
be honest
love
with you,
Disney's catalog.
Apple TV. I watch Apple TV because it's got some quality shows on there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that outside of those three,
I mean,
whatever.
I heard people saying like, I'm not getting another subscription service, man. I'm not doing it, man. Like, I mean,
Might as
damn,
well
you
get
already got
cable.
Peacock, Paramount,
Yeah,
ESPN
exactly.
Plus.
Might as well go
God
back to
damn,
cable.
like, right.
There's no
I
point,
do.
man.
I will say that the simplicity of cutting things off in streaming, I do like, and I like being able to have a choice. Like if I don't watch a show on Peacock, I can cancel that and pick up Paramount Plus. I like that. You don't have to. You don't. So there are some good things to streaming, but like and plus a company like Disney just has a bad rap for their greed. You know what I mean? They're known as being a greedy corporation, so I think that also plays a part into it. Your reputation. But I was looking at Box Office Mojo. According to Box Office Mojo, Predator Badlands stands right now at $96,058,870 worldwide. That's the worldwide take. I don't know what the budget was.
I think it was over 100 million, or maybe
Predator
less.
Badlands budget.
Damn, that nigga.
That nigga is ugly, dog.
Oof.
Yeah,
Every
you're right.
time. Every time. Just
You're right, Frank. 105 million was the
I ain't
budget.
used to
So
it.
they need to earn approximately 262.5 million worldwide to break even.
Yeah, they gotta consider marketing. Marketing is usually like double
Yeah,
the budget. So
I thought you more than had to double the budget for it to be considered a success, quote unquote. I thought you had to like triple.
yeah. You have to more than double the budget to account for marketing costs, and then you'll start turning a profit.
Because I mean, we got to get a fucking sequel, right? Like,
Yeah.
I want this thing to smash it so that they keep going with this. Like,
Well, it's
give me
popular
5 more
enough.
movies of this.
It's
I
Give
got
me
it.
an Alien
enough.
versus Predator. Give me a Predator versus Predator. I want to see Deck rising through the ranks of Predator society. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like,
I mean, like you got. I don't know if there's something that you guys have considered lately, but like, I just hope that like this movie being as great as it is, like I hope it just wasn't wrong place, wrong time, because it seems like this year for the most part, like movies have been on a going to the theaters have been on a sharp decline.
you heard
Super
AMC
sharp
lost.
decline.
The
Oh
AMC
yeah, they
lost
lost.
a couple hundred million.
They lost a lot of money.
Yeah,
You know.
in their stock value. Yeah,
Whatever could be the reason for this.
You know,
If only we could figure out what could have happened that like would make people not want to spend extra money, $50 for 2 tickets.
Because they said
Whatever could have
AMC
been.
raised the
That's
price.
just one of the reasons.
I think it comes down to just a lack of movie diversity. I was like, people want to go. There's no movies that are worth seeing, and plus things are so quick to streaming now. You know, you wait 3 weeks, it's already on streaming. I'm already looking at Disney Plus for Predator Badlands. Like, where Predator coming in? I know it's gonna come on here.
Wait, Dr. K said a comment from Disney. Predator Badlands set franchise record as Disney crosses $4 billion at global box office. Does that mean for this year with Predator Badlands? I'm assuming
billion?
that's what that means.
Bro, I was about to say if they make $4 billion, they would have came out with Predator Badlands 2 already. That shit would have already been in production. We'd have heard that shit. So what?
Well, I don't know if it's greenlit. I don't know if it's greenlit, but like it could have already been greenlit.
Another one. Yeah.
Well, they don't have to do anything.
They have to,
It's
man. Stop. Don't do that. Don't do this to us, man.
I'm just saying, like movies have been on a sharp decline this year, and I hope that it doesn't affect like great movies that we've had this year because of it. And because
you got to blame streaming for that, for the decline of movies.
There's so many reasons.
Yeah,
I feel like what you said is a sharp
Tariffs.
point where it's money and lack of diversity. I'm not saying like lack of diversity.
Yeah.
The other diversity.
Quality diversity.
Not a lot of quality movies that you want to go see, and then everything is so.
Not social justice diversity. The other diversity.
Mm-hmm. It sucks though because you think back on the Marvel days, and it was just like, damn, man, like we didn't know that was going to be the end, you know.
It's not the end. What are you talking about?
The world changes. COVID messed a lot of stuff up.
Yeah.
What is AMC going to do? They're not going to close the movie theater, though, right? Like, how do you increase the value of your company? Like, how do you do this? Besides selling movie tickets, right?
I mean, there's always going to be people that go to the movies for the most part.
They're going to cut.
Just that the numbers.
It's going to be AI.
The numbers don't denote why, even though there are still people going to the movies, like that all of these quality movies coming out, and you see like, oh, this movie only made this many million and against this many million, and it's like, but this movie was such a great movie. All people should be going to see this movie, and still.
Well, my prediction is there will be less quality movies. Following the course of capitalism, when it gets to a negative to where it starts backsliding, they're gonna have a franchise. They're gonna make lower and lower, cheaper movies, so they spend less and still are able to get what little they can to the people who will still go. They'll get whatever they can get from them and just spend less and less and less every time. They're going to take more chips out of the bag every time and fill it with more air.
Sounds like
Push it back on the shelf.
Do you know what I'm about to say? It sounds like the MCU.
Yeah.
That's the MCU in a nutshell.
100%.
That's exactly what's happening.
This is the end goal every time.
We're taking away resources. Like to be honest with you, like MCU movies, some of them, there have been some standouts, but like they've been nothing but mediocre for years now, right? And it's like the standard for MCU movies has gone down so much. And then not only that, but you're taking away resources for CGI,
it's going to be AI, dude. Like so much less CGI.
They're already doing it. They're already like writing movies under AI, and they're telling us, oh, it's written by this person or that person or this.
Yeah,
person.
didn't Disney get in
trouble? Oh, that's evil. That is evil.
Backlash about that. Yeah.
Really?
Criticized using artificial intelligence for something on their platform. Disney's under a lot of fire.
I'm not saying Disney in particular has been doing it, but it would not surprise me if they have like whatsoever. Yeah. But I think
ChatGPT scripts.
I think the movie Twisters. I think that movie was written by AI, and
that's I heard that
heavily publicized.
They said people weren't speaking how regular people would speak in that shit.
Yeah.
Really?
They were just saying stuff that a person wouldn't say. You wouldn't say that. You know what I mean?
Like so it's highly
I kind of want to watch it now.
That Twisters was written by AI. I will say Twisters. The action scenes were fucking incredible, but the story and the dialogue, I'm like, what is this?
I mean, dude, it's a Twisters sequel.
I know.
Like the first movie barely needed the movie because it's about a tornado, but okay, it was cool. Yeah. Well, how would you do a sequel? They already did the idea.
Well, I mean,
it's like another Dante's Peak or like another volcano movie.
Let's just put it in a computer and have it spit out something in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I believe it.
So,
there's gonna be another volcano movie next.
Disney subscriber backlash. AI content. A new announcement that Disney Plus will feature user-generated AI content has angered some subscribers. So, I mean, I think
user-generated AI. Wait, user-generated AI content? What does that mean?
Article says
user-generated AI content, like I can generate some with AI,
or they can pay you to do it, and then they don't have to pay a team of writers. And I don't know. I think a lot of these streaming services are going to go to AI, man. I mean, it's cheaper. You don't have to pay a team of people. You know what I mean? I don't have to pay 50 of you. I could pay 2. You know.
You can also get around copyright laws.
Mm-hmm.
In that case too.
Yeah,
I
love scripts. Disney for their catalog.
And
whenever I scroll through,
they're going to sue an AI.
All right. When I scroll through Disney Plus, I love.
If I had my way, yes.
I've seen 1,000 of the movies. I love Disney, but they do have a bad reputation at this point. It's like you guys are just, and it sucks too because they're so they're monopolizing every goddamn thing. We don't have a choice but to deal with them. It's like, well, shit.
The fucking problem with monopolies.
The good thing is, I think
blame the government for allowing that shit to keep happening.
I do believe that
all the shit was on the back foot when Lena Khan was in the head of the FCC. They was not. But as soon as Trump was in office, how many fucking mergers went through?
Right.
The only one holding him up is Trump. If he's trying to hold him a hostage on the position or something. Other than that, nah. Green lights.
We were talking about the direct connection from Wall Street to the Capitol building, man. We were talking about it. So, yeah, I'm just nervous for Disney, man. I don't trust these fools at all.
They'll do it to themselves, man. It's crazy.
I'm about to say something, man. I totally forgot. But yeah, man. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what to expect next month or so, but just give us more Predator and we'll be good. We'll be good, isn't it? You don't have to do much. Give us a little more Predator. But
yeah, I'm all in, man, on this whole Yajuta, Jesus, the whole lore, the whole Yajuta lore, Yajuta, the whole lore.
I keep saying Avatar.
Avatar.
I can't say Avatar. I just can't say Yajuta.
It's out.
Yeah, Yajuta.
But like the whole lore, like the communities, the how the clans are structured,
I've
the
been
technology. I want to know more, man.
I've
Yeah,
been
I'm
knee
interested.
deep in Yajuta lore for about the last week because I saw Predator last Saturday,
Mhm.
and then I watched Killers Thursday. So I've been watching nothing but lore videos, different clans. I didn't even realize they had different clans. Like the Prey Predator is from a totally different clan. I mean, I know they look different. I just thought that
Yeah,
was like the differences between regular humans, but does it make sense? They have different clans. They
yeah.
all use different weapons. So give us more, man. Give us more. I'm excited. Excited for the future. So
Oh, I also want to mention, like, it was cool that they like didn't have him speak English. Like, it was all
yeah. They
subtitles for
developed their own
him.
language.
That was
They
great. Oh,
developed their
they
own
did the whole
language.
language, huh?
Yeah, they developed a whole
Oh, so
language.
good.
Yeah, yeah. It was
That's
pretty
some
tight.
Klingon shit. That's like
Yeah,
Lord of the Rings elf shit. Like, yeah, there we go.
they
Like, yeah,
developed a
get
whole.
into it, man. Get
They
into it, man.
developed a
Make,
whole
make a
language for
language.
that. Yeah, that was dope.
Yeah,
That
that's
was dope.
great. I love that.
And I liked that when he was speaking to the Wayland Yutani android that she was able to translate and they were able to speak to each other, and to him she was speaking the Yautja language, whereas to everyone else she was speaking English, he was speaking Yautja, and it worked.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
That
through
that
just through
was
a
really
small
cool.
scene, just through a small recalibration scene when she was stuck up in that
Yeah, just a
yeah,
simple explanation, and
yeah,
then do what you want. We're cool.
yeah, yeah.
But
It
just
was
do
just
that
that simple.
explanation. Explain it.
It was just that simple.
There you go.
Just show a little bit. Just show a little bit of that, and like, okay, now we understand.
Yeah.
And
Now.
now we understand how y'all are just talking to each other because. So it was cool. It was cool.
He was so funny. Yeah, Dr. K said he was so funny. It's true.
The deck.
So
Yeah.
the comment before, I think she was explaining. I meant to point out. So she's saying that Disney made $4 billion for the year of 2025 after Badlands.
Yeah, she said fourth consecutive year.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Disney's still a mega corporation. If anything, you gotta respect them because they about they shit, they buying all this shit up. So just don't ruin the fan base. Don't. It kills me when, especially media corporations, either isolate or don't give the fandom who made them as popular as they are what they clearly want. And I remember what I was going to say. So thank God I heard that Kathleen Kennedy's contract with Disney is coming to an end. I think in 2026. Is that right? I think I heard that maybe last week. So she's going to be out as in her role that she currently holds with Disney. So hopefully they'll go in a new, because we've had all these crashes underneath of her. With especially with the Star Wars franchise, and you look at the Acolyte. Like there's not even any rewatchability
Don't talk
with
about the
Acolyte.
Acolyte.
Hey,
There's not even any rewatchability because it doesn't go nowhere. They just ended the shit. So I don't even want to, like.
So
some things you would hope they continue. Beyond her.
Can I ask y'all? Can I ask y'all a question? So the other day I had like a crisis of conscience over something that happened. So you know how like we have like fandoms and we have like mega fans, super fans, and people who feel like that they're aligned to the brand of something. Just human nature, we always ally ourselves with like brands or things or whatever. So let's talk Star Trek. I know nobody really watches Star Trek, but like there's like a guy that's like the showrunner for all of the Star Trek shows, and apparently there's a petition going around to get him fired because people don't like the direction that he's taking the Star Trek franchise. And so a friend of mine sent a message to me and other people in a group chat that I'm a part of, and he's saying like, "Hey, can y'all sign this petition to get rid of this dude because he is making Star Trek the worst fucking thing it's ever been and blah 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 blah." And I'm like, wait, what? I don't know, like I'm not sure if it's like, is it just like, I just thought that was wrong. Like, why the fuck are we getting involved with this? Like, in this capacity? so far that you want to sign a petition to make a man lose his job just because you don't like the direction that he is taking the franchise in? That's not, like, in my mind, I'm like, that's not your fucking decision to make.
Yeah.
Right? That's not your decision to make. You can be a fan. Feel free to be a fan. Feel free to criticize. You can do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, you do not have the right or authority to make that sort of decision and think that, and even think like if this petition works and this individual gets fired, you think it's all going to automatically be fixed?
Yeah.
If anything, I think what's going to happen is that you just created a hole. You created a gap, and it's going to make projects take longer to come out because they're going to have to find someone to take over. And guess what? Their vision might be worse or the same. And it's not going to be better automatically because there's so many different moving parts. So I don't know. I had a crisis of conscience because I'm just like, immediately, like, I thought about it and I was like, whoa, like, who are we to sign a fucking petition to get someone fired? But then again, the way the world is today and the administration and all of that, like,
right.
you'd rather, like, I'm just like,
I will defend that guy's fandom on one point. Is like, did whatever creative direction that director went in, did it change the past lore of Star Trek at all, or did it just take the story in a new direction that he didn't like?
What does it matter?
Because if you change the past lore is my right as a fan to decide what's lore or not. I hate when companies come in and try to say, no, that's not canon. It's not canon anymore. Yes, it is, damn it. If I saw a movie when I was 5 and you come back and say that movie doesn't count anymore, it does count. That's part of the lore that's built up underneath this.
Fans don't make the lore.
We decide.
It could be lore in your heart. That's fine.
Yeah.
We don't make the lore because we're not the creators.
That's right. That's it.
But once the groundwork is laid, if you come back and change any of that groundwork, now you're fucking with my fandom. You know what I mean? Because that's not
but do you think I did not expect this conversation to go in this direction, but let's get into it, right? Like, but do you think that is enough to
demand
to actively demand that someone be removed for that reason?
Depends on how.
And we're talking strictly a fucking fictional storyline property.
Which people need to remember, this is all fake.
This is not fucking real. Right?
I think it's a very important thing to remind most people.
Like, you can be a fan, you can align yourself to the story, you can feel in your heart, you can be one with the characters, you can relate, you can do whatever you want with that shit.
But it's not reality.
I just do not fucking feel like that justifies you going out of your way to make an individual lose their job because you feel that they're taking a franchise that you love so much in a direction that you don't like. I feel like that's wrong.
It depends on how egregious the said.
I don't think it depends on anything. It doesn't depend on anything.
I know.
It doesn't depend on anything.
There have been people who have demanded Kathleen Kennedy's job after her failures with Star Wars.
Is that right?
And all that.
Yeah,
is that right?
I don't know if it's right or not.
I don't even know Kathleen Kennedy, but I'm definitely like, fuck those guys.
They were disappointed in the creative direction of her vision, and they were like, "No, remove her. We don't like this." You know what I mean? Are there people that agree with this guy?
So I guess my thing, and I guess my question is, in a way, it does kind of matter what the changes are. So, to a degree, now if he's going in a all right, let's just take an extreme example.
And a petition online is different than showing up to his house. There's levels.
If we take an extreme example,
I think we're just taking it too far. I'll let you finish. I'm just saying I think we're taking it too far.
Yeah.
Even thinking of like the outcome.
Let the story unfold. Right.
I'm more of the whole like, what the fuck gives you the right to demand a person lose their job because there's something that you don't like?
And I'm that's really honestly that's where I'm at too. But also I understand that like petitions and like crowd action should matter to a degree if it's reasonable. So if Star Trek is writing, if Star Trek is
real life,
so like or real life, so Star Trek is if the storyline is going towards a direction, and I'm just gonna take an extreme example. Say there's a direction where they're justifying a genocide that's happening in the show, and like something's happening, and they're like, "This is okay," and it doesn't seem like they're going in any. It seems propagandistic. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I
then
can see that.
If it seems propaganda, they're trying to push an idea because this is what we have to remember. What stories are for is to push ideas, right? Mm-hmm. Stories are all forms of propaganda, and so if it seems like there's a direction that's going that's becoming toxic and not good for the zeitgeist, and is like objectively like clearly set that they're like saying this type of this type of behavior because that's I was gonna say that as like let's say Star Trek goes Nazi shit, right? They start doing Nazi shit, right? All of a sudden everybody's Highland, Picard, and whatever, but like
it encompasses everything. Just say Nazi.
You know what I'm saying? Kyle Worf, but like. But if they're not doing that, then I feel like that's the limit. That's the limit case, right?
Okay.
Where they're okay, yes. But if it's like something piddly, like I don't know, like for me, Star Wars, right? People fucking hated Acolyte for me for no real good reason, right? But they had their.
But Acolyte never crossed the line in that way.
It never crossed the line in that way.
It all
for them to get like that kind of hatred,
like fictional, like
and
shit,
it didn't retcon anything
that stayed within the frames of the story that's being set.
And by that measure, anything that's happened under Star Wars under Kathleen Kennedy's purview so far, the movies, all of that stuff has not been that far for me to hear. I don't want to hear any kind of fucking petition from y'all. Fuck out of here. You're not in this industry. You're at home.
Okay. So,
right? So stay home. If you don't like it, you have all your old lore to play with. Don't play with your old lore. It's still there. Nobody took it from you.
Right.
Enjoy it.
Right.
Review it and in fact go deeper and try to figure out what it meant. Why did you like it? What about it made you feel good? Was it just a time period you came across it? Is it just like because all stories should have a message? My thing about Star Wars is that it has a broader message. It's very predictive. And I feel like if Star Wars went the direction where I felt like they were justifying crazy shit, if they started making all the bad guys the good guys, then I would have a problem with that. And not in like any kind of justifiable way where it's like, oh, now they're becoming heroes because they're making decisions and making better decisions because doing the bad thing is right. If I start hearing shit like that, then I got a problem, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it all comes down to like what the message is, and like if you don't like characters or you don't like that the storyline spent more time at a cantina than they probably should have, I don't give a fuck. Shut the fuck up.
I do think there is,
and that's where I am. Go ahead.
I do think there is something to be said as a fan of deciding if I am on board with a creative direction that a property is taking or not. Right. So that's my right as a fan.
Sure.
Right. So if someone now there's levels to this shit. I'm not going to go demand Kathleen Kennedy's job. But can I go demand that she change roles at Disney so that they go in a new creative direction? I think that's perfectly within reason.
No,
you know
why?
Like,
why?
I'm a fan. I'm the one who's deciding. I'm the one who's making this. I play a role as a fan in making this property as valuable as it is. I should have a voice. You know
what about all the people who don't agree with you? What about the people who like what you
don't
did?
Agree, but all the people that signed a petition for Kathleen Kennedy to change roles, now not get fired, change roles. All the people who would sign that petition would agree with
thing.
You
it's the same thing. It's not
so
as extreme, but it's the same thing.
I do think there's something to be said about a fan deciding if they like a creative direction of a property.
You don't have to like it.
That should lie with just you.
You don't have to individual. Like it. It's not anybody else's problem.
You don't have to like it, but you also don't have to not like it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Like it's everybody is divisive over everything, right? So like there's going to be people that love
the American way,
people that hate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have the right either or. You know?
Yeah, you have the right to hate it. That's fine.
You have the right. You have the right to like it or hate it or whatever you want. You can feel however you want about any property. You consume it. You pay for it. Whatever. You have
You
every
could
right
not
to do
do that.
that.
Mhm.
But it does not mean. This is how I'm thinking. All right. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. But you do not have the right to try to influence anything on the creative side just because you're a fan that consumes the content.
Yeah.
Like nothing whatsoever. The only way that you can do that is if
Fine.
you get into the writer's room. You get to producing your own content,
Or you refuse to consume it.
Or you refuse to consume it.
That's it.
If you can do better, then go do better and make that change. Because that's the only way that any fucking change is going to happen. Not through a fucking petition and not through demanding a person's head on a stick because they wrote a story. They wrote a story that you don't agree with within reason, obviously.
It
But,
works
like,
the same way in government or business or media. Like
This
unless
is
you
this,
want
this is not
government and
those
business is
things.
real life. I'm not.
It
This
It
is
does not work
real
that way in
life.
business.
It is those things. I don't think unless you're on the board of directors for a business, you don't influence that. You have the right not to shop there, but you don't influence decisions
There's your
of the
influence.
company, right? So unless you're
That's your
I don't know,
influence.
unless you're in the room with the president of the United States, you can cast a vote.
Again,
you know what I mean?
we're going to real life. This is real. That's real life.
But it's the same. It's the same principle, though, right? Like, so you're
Yes,
saying
the principle remains the
as me
same.
as a consumer of this product,
The
I
principle
have the
remains
right
the same
to say
to a
whether I
point.
like or do not like it, right?
Of course.
But I don't have creative control over it. But
No.
I should still be able to voice my opinion that I don't like it.
You can
know what I
voice
mean?
your
You can.
opinion. that
Nobody's
you
saying
don't
you
like
can't.
it. I'm not saying that.
So that's what this guy. That's where the petition comes in.
That's not what the
No.
petition is. The petition is not my opinion. The petition is I demand this
I'm
action
trying
be
to see who
taken.
agrees with me.
No,
you know?
no. The petition is
No.
I demand
The
an action
petition-
be taken because of my opinion.
The
That's
petition-
different than voicing your
The
opinion.
petition is not that harm. The petition
That's
is
like
not
saying
that harmless.
that's like saying here that the difference is that's like saying somebody cooks you a dinner and you say I don't like this dinner, so I demand you get the fuck out of my house.
Did I
Right?
pay you to come in
As
the house
opposed
and
to
cook the dinner?
saying
No.
somebody as opposed to saying somebody cooked you a dinner, you didn't like the dinner, you tell him you didn't like the dinner, and then you don't eat the dinner
Life
anymore.
goes on.
You eat
You
it
don't have
anyway.
to-
That's what you're trying to say.
No,
you
no,
gotta
you
eat
have
it
the
anyway.
right-
'cause that's
you
what
have
we-
the right
that's
to
how
I
not
we
said
do
you
that.
already ate it. I said you already ate the dinner.
You might have tasted it.
The
You
dinner
might have tasted
eaten.
it, and you didn't like it.
You don't eat it anymore.
And
That's
you
your
don't. You have
option.
the right to. You have the right to either stop eating or you never eat it again.
Yes, that's it.
I don't
And
But
know.
to be
that's
like,
all-
but to
that's
tell the
all you
person
have.
who cooked for you to be like, get the fuck out of my house, or even better, I demand you fire yourself or whatever the fuck. I don't know.
There is a level.
That's
I
beyond the
demand that
pale
you
of
stop.
reason.
I demand that
That's
you stop
not
cooking.
reasonable.
I demand that you stop cooking forever.
Yes, you shall never cook for
There is
anybody
a
ever
level of
again.
delusion to it, right? Because you're not going to get
Definitely.
someone fired because you don't like the direction
wait,
they
say
took
that
the
word
story.
again. Say that word again.
There's a level of delusion. to it,
Delusion.
because you're not going to. You're not
Delusion.
The
going to really
American
affect.
way.
You're not really going to affect what the writers' room thinks about their project and their story because you didn't like it. But it does matter in the grand scheme because what if that person who writes that tries to get the petition signed has 100,000 people that agree with him? So that means that he's not alone in sharing that opinion. You know what I mean?
That's
Now
fine.
the delusion comes in when you think you're actually going to get someone fired. Like these companies, they don't give a shit about what you think.
That's the
And-
point.
so
That's
I
they
think
don't
point.
people
That's the
care.
point.
Here,
That's the point.
But I think public opinion matters.
I think so too. I think that, but I don't. Here, my thing is, if there's a petition that's saying, "Hey, we don't like this. We don't like that it's going this way." I'm signing this to let the writers know that this is not a story I enjoy. I don't like the way this is going. I don't like the direction. Here's the reasons. Blah blah blah. If you want to sign that petition,
Now fire yourself.
I'm cool with that. I'm super cool. But to be like, I demand this person not be a part of this. I demand the person who's writing these stories not be here. I demand your firing, or I demand some like
Or else.
retribution.
Yeah,
Yes.
I demand
To
retribution.
demand retribution to me is delusional and like it's fucking borderline hateful and it's not helpful. Like
it's it has to do with context, right? It has to do with the context of that this is again a fictional property, right? This is not real life.
But we take our fictional property serious.
We take the fictional property seriously, but we're talking about a person's real job here.
Yeah. We argued about whether Sam deserved the shield for about 2 hours in real time on this cast.
But I'm not. Look, I don't like Sam Wilson, but I'm not fucking going out and having everybody sign a petition saying that we need to get rid of him as a character and that Anthony Mackie needs to be fired.
Yeah, that's the difference.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
I keep my like or dislike of anything with me. Right, I'll voice it to people that I know, my friends, whoever, that will discuss it with me. But I'm not gonna go out of my way and feel that I have the audacity and pretentiousness to go out of my way and say like, I'm gonna, you know what? I hate this motherfucker so much that I'm gonna have 100,000 people sign this petition, and they are gonna sign it. I'm not delusional. They're going to sign it, and I'm going to have them go out. I'm going to send this to Marvel, and I'm going to say, you need to get rid of Sam Wilson as a character.
And also,
because Anthony Mackie paid that character, he needs to be fired.
It also depends on how egregious said offense was to the lore. You know what I mean? It just depends. Like, did he really fuck this up? Like, did you like this?
I agree to a degree, but like, if it's some Nazi shit, then yeah, we got a problem. But if anything less than that, it's like...
In your
it's gotta be permissive of CP. It's gotta be on the fringes of like societal acceptance.
To answer your question, no.
Did you agree with them at all, or any of the creative changes that they made? You liked it?
No, I mean, like, yeah, I mean, like, I have some issues. I have some issues with like the direction they're going with Star Trek. Some of the shows are bloated. Like, they don't have a lot of cohesive content, kind of like the same MCU problem. They just one of the points in the petition was something like Section 31 was one of the worst shows that they have made in Star Trek history because of A, B, and C. So they had like reasons for why they felt the way they felt, but the problem is the petition in general is going beyond them feeling the way they feel, and they want actual action taken for a very real person's real job to be eliminated.
That's what
so remember, like, people have been writing letters to writers from comic books, the novelists, forever. People have been writing letters, making their complaints forever.
80s, since 70s, 80s.
Yeah, like Jim Lee always talked about the letters he would get about what he was doing with Spider-Man. Constantly, right? And that's the thing that happened. I think good writers take that into account. But it's a very recent thing to try to, and that this is part of the whole cancel culture,
internet culture too.
Internet bullshit culture,
right?
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden my voice, my dislike means I have to demand some kind of action be taken that's beyond the pale, man. Like, I personally don't care about like a super rich person losing their job or like whatever, but like I care about like a person who cares enough about a franchise or to actually write and contribute that much time and energy into it, right? Who's not a Nazi to make a good story, right? You got to be clear. Right. To make a good story, they want to, as long as they care enough to, like this guy who they're trying to fire. I'm sure he's not out here writing stories he thinks will ruin the franchise, but whatever arbitrary person's opinion it is.
It is a matter of
opinion. He's writing to broaden the franchise, to make it better. He's done so much research. I'm sure
he has kept the franchise alive, right? Like he is the creative like director and showrunner for most of the shows in Star Trek in general that's happening. Like,
sounds like that's his life.
Yes, that's his job.
Was right? This person in your group chat, were they the only ones who felt this way?
I feel like they were, but there are some people in the group chat who are not as vocal.
Yeah.
About things. So, one guy. So my friend was like, "Hey, can y'all sign this?" And then one guy was like, one guy was like, Like a few minutes later, he's like, "I already signed it, bro," and I'm like, "Come on, man."
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, did you even fucking read? Like, I know we're friends and all. But
Yeah.
Like if this was like
you
a
gotta
movement to
question
like
some things, you know,
to like challenge somebody or something, if it was like a real world thing and someone's like, "Oh, even then it depends on
Full
what
stop.
it's
It's not a real
it
world
depends
thing.
on what it is.
I know
It's
all
not
this
a
stuff
real
is
world
fake, but we
thing.
take our
But if it
media
was a real
serious.
world thing, I still
don't
gotta
blame that
fucking
person for
agree
being
with it.
I don't blame that person in your group chat for being upset, Frank, because we take our shit serious, dog. This is my lore.
He can be upset. That's fine.
This is how I escape my everyday. I deal
That is
with work,
fine.
and then I come in. I
D, that's
enjoy
not the
myself.
point. That's
and
I
not
I
the
immerse
signed the
point.
myself in
petition
Star
for
Trek
Acolyte to
That
have
is
a second season.
That is fine. That is not the point. That is not the point. The point
Yeah, I know.
is
You mean you're talking about the delusion of wanting someone to lose their job. But I don't
that's
blame them
it.
for being upset about the creative
They
direction.
can be
because
upset.
Neither do we.
We take our shit serious,
Let's
man.
move
I
past
feel
this.
them.
I understand that. Let's move past this. Like we talked about fucking Predator for fucking 3 hours.
No, we need to
You
talk
know?
about D is your obsession with
Mhm.
the retcon situation. Like, why you have to understand that like retconning is part of the growth of a franchise.
Mhm.
You can't keep everything because everything doesn't fit. From Ninja Turtles to Power Rangers to
Don't you fuck up
anything.
Ninja Turtles, bro. Don't you do that. So
You
trying
don't
to
think
say
they've
the
retconned
you trying
Ninja
to say
Turtles?
The secret of the ooze never happened? If I came to you and said, if the writer for Ninja Turtles came out tomorrow and said the
Frank,
secret of the ooze never happened,
you know way more about
wouldn't be
Ninja
upset?
Turtles than I do.
Hold on.
Juice,
Say-
if
say-
they came and said the secret of the ooze, Ninja Turtles 2 never happened, you wouldn't be upset? That's not part of Ninja Turtle lore? Is Ninja Turtles 2? Right, of course it is. You know what I mean? So like,
look, can I say, you know, would you be upset if I told you that the Ninja Turtles movies take place in a different universe than the comics? Takes place in a different universe than the cartoon shows?
no. I wouldn't be upset.
You wouldn't be upset?
No, I think that would be
wrong?
cool.
So what's wrong with
They're separate enough for it not to really.
So if they're separate, what's wrong with retconning one or two of those properties? Why can't we retcon Ninja Turtles 3? That movie was a shit show. That movie was awful.
When you retcon,
it's not
it's almost like you're saying that this was a mistake. It depends on what's being retconned. Everything has context, right? So like,
not all the time. Not all the time.
If you're retconning just to retcon, then fine. You know that can upset some people. If you're retconning for a creative direct, you want to take the franchise in a whole new direction, and we need to do this for the story to jump forward, then some things I can accept. Now it depends on what you're retconning. Okay. You know,
then
it's contextual.
Then you have a pretty decent understanding of why things are retconned. So
maybe this person in your group,
why does it upset you so much?
This was something that they could not abide by, bro. They could not abide by. They could just I can't handle this shit.
Cool.
You know?
Cool.
Sounds like a personal problem, bro.
Does it mean that what they're doing is right? No.
Yeah.
To me, it doesn't. I'm sorry.
It's just like your opinion, man.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. To me, it doesn't mean that what they're doing is right. This whole petition shit. When he fucking texted that shit, I was like, "What the hell is this, dude?" I'm like, I was like, "What the hell is this?" I said, "I'll show you. I'll fucking show you." I'm like, "What the hell is this, dude?"
What the fuck is this?
And then that's when he explained to me. He's like, "Well, this dude, Alex Kurtzman, that's the dude's name. Alex Kurtzman is he's taken the franchise in such a direction." That like I can't like he said something similar to what you just fucking said, D. Like I can't stand by the decisions that he's making and the TV shows that he's coming out with, and I'm like, so
my heart.
I'm like, and I said, so what? And the conversation hasn't continued from there, right? There's silence.
The only way us as fans speak to these
that's good
property
context.
owners, the Disney's and these creative people is through our money, through our patronage, right?
Yes.
So either don't watch the product,
that is the only way,
or through the court of public opinion, which is the point of the petition. You know what I mean? Like that's the only way we have to communicate.
The court of public opinion doesn't mean shit if you are not in the writer's room, if you are not a producer or director, if you're not actually affecting or contributing change. Maybe not to said franchise.
Maybe not to them, but the court of public opinion matters to the financiers, who are the people who are.
The court of public opinion only matters.
It matters to Disney. It might not matter in the writer's room of whoever property they're working on.
It doesn't matter to the studios or what. It only matters when it comes to box office. When it comes to
so the court of public opinion didn't matter with Star Wars. Then why did they retcon that with Luke coming back in The Mandalorian? Because everybody hated how they took Luke's character in Star Wars. Everybody hated that.
That was their decision. That was their decision, not the public's.
That mattered, Juice. It mattered.
What are you talking about?
They hated the way they handled Luke in The Last Jedi and throughout the two Star Wars movies, right? With Rey and Kylo, and remember that? So what did they do after that? They came back with The Mandalorian. What did they do? They retconned the Luke situation and made him a badass in The Mandalorian. Hey, we love it. Everybody loved that. Everybody loved Luke coming back in The Mandalorian.
Who's everybody?
Right?
I don't think
you didn't love Luke.
They retconned. Wait, they didn't retcon.
They retconned Luke's reputation with that showing in The Mandalorian. Yes.
I don't think that's what retcon.
That's not a retcon.
Yeah, what do you mean? He was.
That's not a retcon.
He was
retroactive continuity. No. Retroactive continuity is changing what happens.
Right, it changing or what happened. Right, so in The Last Jedi, he's sitting there drinking blue milk on a planet, not defending anybody.
Luke is a badass. Luke is a badass. We all understand he is
now after The Mandalorian. But
what are you talking about? He was a badass at the end of Return of the Jedi.
Did you agree with the direction they took Luke's character?
But the last Jedi, he went out like a
jaded old man. Yes,
you like how he went out in The Last Jedi?
I thought it was.
Are you serious?
I do.
That was the best part. That was the best part of that movie.
That was an incredible display of power, dude. That's crazy. Like I love that.
He wasn't even in the same area.
His projection was a credible display of power, but the point is he was not the heroic. Even Mark Hamill is on record saying he didn't agree with the direction they took Luke's character in The Last Jedi.
So,
you know what I mean? What do you mean? He plays the character. He should be the.
He didn't write shit.
But he didn't write the character.
He's been there with the character from the conception. From the.
Also, I don't remember hearing Mark Hamill say anything about.
Look at some of Mark Hamill's interviews. He had to be cryptic because obviously he was getting paid by Disney. So like, if you look at some of the interviews he had during the time where they were premiering The Last Jedi, he was very cryptic on whether, people are asking, well, how's your character? He's on record as saying that they made Luke make decisions that he didn't think Luke would ever make. Mark Hamill didn't think that the character of Luke Skywalker would ever make the Luke Skywalker.
You know what Mark Hamill was doing between
Luke Skywalker wouldn't sit on the planet, sitting on his hands the whole time and not help Rey. Luke went back to try to get his father and turn him back. We have
his story. We know why. What do we? Right. It wasn't Luke's story. Also, it was Rey's story.
No, you're right. But The Last Jedi was Luke's movie. It was Luke's movie. It was Rey's story, but it was Luke's movie.
It wasn't Luke's movie. He was barely in the movie.
When Luke turned
around, he didn't run around doing a whole bunch of shit with them.
We all wanted to see how Luke was going to be in The Last Jedi, and they failed.
Look, it's fine. Look, you just don't like it, and it's fine. You don't have to like it. All right.
They had it set up so well too. When he walked out of the cave, you're like, holy shit.
Okay, D.
You just didn't like it.
Again,
I didn't like
it. Again.
I know. It's okay.
I'm not trying to be dismissive, but none of that matters when it comes down to is this enough to demand that Kathleen Kennedy or Mark Hamill or whoever wrote these movies, J.J. Abrams, Rian Johnson, whoever directed or produced these movies or wrote these movies need to be fired because of it? Is that enough? Would that be enough? Would that satisfy? Would that change the decisions that were already made?
If their creative vision, in my personal opinion, if their creative decision is detrimental enough to the franchise as a whole, to where it's popular that people don't like it, you're more popular for being unliked or disliked than liked. You know what I mean?
Disney has got a reputation. Bullshit, though.
Disney has got a reputation, especially for Star Wars, for being more not liked than liked. From the time
you remember, motherfucker started. The only people I ever hear about this are internet nerds behind the screens. Like I never hear about it. Like, well, who the fuck else is talking about this shit? Like people, how many people went to see the movies? Like people watch the movies. The fans like the movies. I would argue if you're not like following. I would argue if you disagree and you didn't like it, you still like the franchise because you're a fan. If you didn't like this particular item, you still like the franchise because you're a fan. Like, who the fuck cares if you didn't like this particular scene? Or Kathleen Kennedy, who also didn't write it.
That matters
Right?
because all we have to do is judge on whether we like the property or not. That's why it matters.
And
You know
you
what
are
I mean?
free to do that.
And you're nobody's stopping you from
So
doing
the
that.
same way you guys like it, it's the same principle in the reverse. I also have the right to not like it. You two just happen to like it. You know what I mean? That's all. And
You know
that's
the
all.
issue.
That's
You know
all
part of the issue is negative
That's
energy.
all I'm trying to say. The point of the petition
this.
is
We've
a petition
established
is
this.
good. A petition is good just for. Remember the Game of Thrones? There was this whole petition to rewrite season 8. Those writers didn't give a shit. HBO didn't care whether y'all thought they should rewrite season 8.
What the fuck?
They didn't do it. Right?
They're gonna go do
Petitions don't matter. The petitions don't matter.
Gotta do another season.
Okay,
but it matters in the sense that we know people were not hyped on it. We know. So
cool.
That's the thing about negative energy, though. So negative energy does have all the negative energy like this. Often has like some negative reactions, and it has some physical reactions, right? So like when you think about like how, I guess thinking about it like if you're gonna compare it to like people who are angry about something versus people who are okay with something, right? Like there's never gonna be you'll have people applaud or thumbs up a movie, right? And be like, I like this, and that's it. But people who hate it, they're so much more vocal because they're so like they have all of this pent up angst in them that they react in physical ways, right? And so like just because people think that there's 100,000 signatures on the petition, you have to weigh that against the number of people who actually watched the show. If that 100,000 petition names on the petition for like I hated it, whatever, it might be a lot, but you have to weigh it against the people who watched it and didn't have either enough care to complain or liked it well enough or loved it, who were just like, yeah, it's great, it's fine.
Well, if you sign a petition for anything, I would hope you watched whatever petition you're signing. You know what I mean?
I would argue that
that's a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, it's a drop in the bucket. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But I would argue that like a lot of people who do sign these petitions, they generally agree, or they're just glomming on because either somebody asked them, or some people like to jump on hate campaigns. It's literally a thing.
Oh, yeah,
you would be surprised. People jumping on hate campaigns is a thing. Trolls are a thing. So many like
the Rotten Tomatoes skewed scores. You know, before movies are released, whether because it fits some sort of propaganda, like the Marvels.
They always change
all female led. Oh, we can't. You know, we can't have
like all the neckbeards jump on it.
Yeah, we're gonna review Bomb, or like a movie with an interracial couple. Or a lesbian couple or a gay couple. Like we can't have that. We can't have that in our media. Let's review
I'm into bots.
Yeah.
Bots.
Yeah.
Bots. Y'all heard about the what's it called? We don't have to talk about it now. We can talk about it some other time. But the whole empty internet theory. In a nutshell, it's pretty much a theory that says that there's actually only only maybe 50 to 70% of people on the internet are like actually people, whereas there's a cool 40% that are just bots or hate farms or people from other countries who are online just ginning up hatred just because they can get comment farms. Yes, comment farms.
They got
because there's so many things that have repeating comments of exact same scripts. So this is a whole thing, but
I did see somebody had a setup like that was they just had a bunch of phones connected to this account and they were just commenting, you know. Yep. I'm like, yeah, man,
or just spamming the internet to insane amount. It's like there's nothing behind it.
But we have to love the internet though. It's given us the freedoms that we have today, you know what I mean? Stupid as the internet is sometimes, you know. And
sometimes
let's exercise our right. I don't blame this person for wanting to exercise their right in a petition. Now, would I call for someone's job? No, obviously not. But
okay, then that's all. That's all I wanted. We didn't need to argue for 30 minutes.
We definitely sparked that shit up for 30 minutes, man. We definitely
about that. But I was just, I was just like, I saw them when he sent me this message. I was just like, he's like, can y'all sign this petition for me? And I'm like, what? I'm like, what is this? And so I looked at the petition and I'm like, what the fuck? Are you serious? And then that's when, I was like, what the hell is this? And then he's like, oh, this person. And I'm like, come on, man. I'm like,
Yeah,
so
man, don't
what?
start that shit, man. Come on. Man.
So what? So what?
Dude,
I just feel
that
strongly
right there
enough.
shook
I'm like,
him.
It's not.
You just gave him a dose of reality, man.
I'm saying.
It's a thing that somebody has to be like, word, are you sure about this?
Like
that.
I'm like,
that
nigga,
there shakes people out of their convictions so
like,
quickly
nigga,
sometimes.
go touch grass.
Yeah, go outside. Go
now. Go touch grass.
But what are we talking about?
Because like, what the fuck is this, dude? Like, god damn it.
Like, you've been online too long. Go out. Get outside.
This cannot be. This cannot be your world. This cannot be your world. This cannot be what you think. How you think real life operates.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely a thing, man. Touching grass is definitely a thing. To like, man, I feel like some people don't bother. It's true, man.
We all got to do it, man.
Just you got to, man. Like,
you got to disconnect.
And I mean, we were surviving for a millennia before we had internet access, right? So like, they
just
said
regular social stuff
about just going out into nature. You know what I mean? Like, we're still humans. There's only so much internet you can take, man. That should have started to rot. It'll rot your brain, bro. You know, like, you'll start thinking things, and it's just fucking crazy. You know, so yeah, man, it's been a good cast, fellas, man.
Yeah.
You know.
So no, Frank, you are not the asshole.
No, hey, nobody ever called Frank that long. You know. You know,
that was the correct act to take.
Their opinion.
Look, I was just,
you know.
Look,
that's all I'm saying.
Everyone is entitled to their opinion on anything or whatever. That is your right as a human being, and the ability to reason and the ability to have critical thought, or lack thereof. But
the best way to speak to these companies is like, I agree, is through your dollars. It's not through money. A damn petition. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Like, it's the idea of like, what the fuck is a petition gonna do? Nothing. To that effect. If that's the result that's the intended result, that's not gonna fucking accomplish shit.
They kept talking about Game of Thrones has 1 million signatures. These motherfuckers don't care about no petition that they wrote the season. It's done.
They don't care.
It's done. They recorded it.
Like,
especially it's the last season.
they gonna come back and spend 100 million more because you wrote.
Like, you should have jumped on it earlier, like maybe season 3 or 4, maybe. Like, but you did the last season.
But that's when Game of Thrones was
Go
good.
back and remake it. It's like, nigga, what?
I like the last season. I know people hated on it.
I thought it was fine too. Yeah, it's crazy.
All right.
Go back and redo it. I don't like it. It's like, god damn, y'all need to get the fuck outside.
But like, it's real though. It's like the amount of like delusion. I'm just like, guys,
that's the internet.
It is not that serious.
That's the internet's fault, man.
It is not that serious. Like, it really isn't. Within reason. Because again, if it's Nazi shit, I agree. We got a problem.
Nazi shit.
I'll sign a petition.
Epstein shit is Epstein shit. We gotta draw those lines.
That's one reason to still believe in humanity as a whole is like, when we see Nazi shit in media, we know it's Nazi shit. Nobody likes that shit. Nobody wants to go see Nazi shit. Now, there are certain sects, as to anything, Juice. There are certain sections and groups of people that don't mind seeing Nazi shit. Okay, but like, when you see Nazi shit in media, you recognize that shit. You be like, man, stop that Nazi shit.
One of them sections is Twitter.
Nobody wants to see Nazi shit.
It's all Nazi shit.
Yeah.
Like Nazis in porn.
Well, it's owned by a Nazi, right? You said he was a Nazi.
Richest man in the world.
Yeah.
Nazi. The thing.
Crazy. How much is it?
Should be aware of that.
This is like
I think it went up to $1 trillion now.
Is he at
I heard.
Christ,
I don't know. But it's all like fucking stock shit, man.
I thought it was like hundreds of billions, but like, fuck.
He reached I heard his volume reached $1 trillion recently.
Fuck.
But it's all stocks.
Crazy,
it's all stocks. Because like,
it would be.
Because Tesla sales are down like shit. Ain't nobody buying them shits.
Yeah, I think that's
internationally they're down. So it's just like, it's all stock shit.
And outside of the sleekness, Teslas are kind of bland. Have you ever sat in one? They
No.
kind of bland on the inside. Like they're not really. There's nothing really to it. Like you get in there, just a dashboard with a big ass tablet in the middle. You know what I mean? Like
Them shits look distracting. Like, are they as distracting as they look like? 'Cause them shits are huge.
it's a very bland car. Like when you get inside it, you're just like, damn, this is it. Like
I just can't stand all the Cybertrucks. Like,
Oh my god,
I saw
they
a
look
black
so
the other day.
hideous.
That shit, like blacked out.
PlayStation
That shit
Still
did
ugly.
So it's like
It was
PlayStation
ugly, but
1
it looked-
graphics cars.
It
Like
does.
Need for Speed. It's a car you pick for Need for Speed.
Yep. The free one they
There's no
give you.
way I would go into a dealership.
So yeah, you got to earn the
start
right.
out
But this
with-
one you could play with this one for now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you get a chance, sit in that shit. But they're very bland on the inside, man. They look sleek. I love the way they look. But whatever. Whatever. Elon Musk could literally split his net worth in half and still be one of the richest men in the world. Which
That's
is
how
like
you know he's
so
evil.
ridiculous about capitalism. Like, how much money do you really fucking need, dude? If I'm worth $600
that
billion,
much.
That's how you
if I
know
go down to
they're
being worth
evil.
$200 billion, is there really a
You
change?
don't need that much.
You know?
No.
You don't need that much money. It's just it's fucking ridiculous.
After a certain point, it's just excess. It
It's
really
just
is.
nothing.
Anything over
Nothing
100 million should be taxed to 100%.
100%. 100%.
There should be no billionaires.
ridiculous.
I
It is
agree.
ridiculous. You know,
Or
But then you
900
go-
million. We
then you
cut
go
it at
into a
900
socialism,
million,
dude.
right?
So
You
start
down?
doing
You
that.
down? We socialist now?
Right under a
You're
billion.
going toward socialism now, man. If you start
We
doing
in?
that, anything
We in?
over 100 billion, oh, you'd say 100 million?
I said 100 million. Yeah, we could cut it out. No billionaires.
Yeah.
Up to 900 million, fine.
Mhm.
You can still be evil, but you can keep that.
Yeah.
But once you hit $1 billion, nah,
That's
son,
not-
you gotta get that shit to the people.
Those shits need to start going to social programs and all that, right?
Like,
Education.
imagine, dude, you're a trillionaire. Like,
That's
I know it's
absurd.
not cash for him, but
That's
it's
absurd.
the value. It's a ridiculous amount. Like, how much of the world can be there should be no financial problems.
No.
Mhm.
There should be none because he could pay for literally everything.
What are you
At
doing
$1 trillion?
What are you doing with $1 trillion?
Nothing.
Like
Literally
fuck?
nothing. It's one, it's figment, but two, it's like
I mean, even half of that, 500 billion. I mean,
you can
even
never
a-
spend it all.
What are you doing with that? Yeah. But what are you doing? You got another super yacht,
Goodness
huh?
gracious.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
And he still ain't happy. Like,
He's
that's
never
the
gonna
biggest
be.
message. Like, money,
Never gonna
like,
be.
if there's ever been a lesson that money cannot make you
Give you
happy, it's
happiness.
fucking Trump and Elon Musk. Like, and Peter Thiel. Oh my God, those guys look so fucking strange. They're so lonely.
Where are the
I don't know.
Epstein
I'm
files?
just, maybe I'm,
It's hard for me to imagine Musk being lonely, but I imagine he probably is. It's hard because it's like when you have that much prestige and wealth, how can you ever be lonely? Like I'd be in fucking, you know. But he's done did it. Like I imagine mentally, he probably is lonely. You know what I mean?
You
Probably is
were about to
lonely
say
to be
it.
that-
You were about to say it.
Yep.
He's done. He literally can do anything he wants, and he
And
has
he
done
did.
everything.
And he has
and
done
he's
it.
done everything that he wants.
Done everything.
and then he
So-
did the shit he didn't want to do just to see if he could do it, and he did it.
And he did.
And he still didn't like it. And now he's
He's
done.
like, "Fuck."
And he's like, fuck, now what? And now he tried to run the government, and then that shit turned out crazy.
That
And he's
failed.
trying to, and then he bought Twitter, and that shit's like,
But at
everybody
least he
hates
did
it.
it.
And now it was like Nazi Central.
But
And
at
this
least
is
he did
like,
it.
he did it. And then now what? Now what? Now what?
You know,
Now
thought
what?
thought
Now
that
what? What is
Like,
there?
Mars
what
is
else
still
is there
out there.
possibly that you can do?
you're
But
gonna buy
then
Mars
what?
and shit. So
Once
you
you
have
get to
purchase
Mars, then what?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
buy
like
a
Elon
planet.
Musk, Elon Musk purchased Mars.
He's gonna.
Right, Elon Musk buys Mars. He gets to Mars. He sets up a Mars colony where he can do whatever he wants in a Mars colony. And then what?
Then what?
Then what?
Then what do you do?
Maybe eventually, after he buys Mars, he'd be like, maybe I
Something-
should feed the world. Like
something-
maybe then.
Something mentally in, I believe in all people.
Mhm.
All people with that much capacity and that much power snaps or turns off. Once
Yeah.
you have the ability to do anything that you want,
It's like
you
you're
lose
floating.
purpose.
almost. Yeah.
You lose purpose in your life.
Yeah.
You lose
Serotonin
purpose,
only
and
goes
that-
so far.
That's the most
Serotonin.
important thing. You lose purpose in your life because you have everything and you can do anything. That's boring as shit.
Epstein's Island is shut down now, so now what?
No. Hey, Trump and all them ain't got nothing to do no more, man. Shit, man.
Damn, man, they done got Epstein and
Got him, bro.
I don't fucking got all the money. Bitcoin paid off. Fuck,
Just
now
real quick
what?
before we get off, we were talking
I'm
about.
president. Now what?
Look, we were talking
I'm
about
gonna
Trump
buy
before the cast, Frank.
Buy Mars.
Elon Musk buys Mars.
Yeah, right.
What?
That's gonna scroll across the bottom of the screen. Breaking
Yeah.
news: Elon Musk finalizes purchases of Mars. Purchases of
Like,
Mars. I'm like, damn. Hey, Elon done bought the solar system out this mug.
yeah, now what?
Yeah, he bought me an asteroid the other day. Shit. Yeah.
See, there it goes. Now what?
Like I bought an asteroid. Shit. Yeah.
Yo, what if they ended every headline with Elon Musk? Elon Musk is blank. Now what?
Yeah, that's for real.
Yo, I'm
Like,
saying,
fuck.
man, like,
Now
fuck.
what? Shit.
Like, what do you do? What do you do after
It's
that?
goddamn
Look,
satire, man.
look,
This
you
shit
did
is
it.
goddamn is a comedy.
Like, you
Fuck.
did it. Like, you did it. You did it. You did everything. Like, what do you do now?
Gotta clone myself.
Like, what do you do now? Like you try to find the fountain of youth. You try to keep yourself alive as long
don't
as
get this
possible.
nigga immortality, son.
Right, the fucking city of gold and shit.
Try to
Yeah.
way to transfer your consciousness into some robot body or some shit.
I could definitely see
Like-
Elon Musk being like a corporate CEO overlord. Like he's gonna be on some fucking Musk Utani. He's gonna be fucking
Oh yeah,
Wayland
that's
Musk
the end goal,
Yutani.
bro.
Yeah, like he's gonna be
That's
like
the end goal.
crazy evil.
It's gonna be Teal Utah. It's gonna be Musk Teal.
Too bad
You know what I'm saying?
Too bad he don't know how to run shit.
I could definitely see Musk trying to like find the fucking the secret to immortality or something, like drinking from a chalice. The fucking has child blood and shit in that joint or something, you know?
Yeah, it's called adrenochrome. They don't try that shit. Now what?
Didn't they say something like they're trying like blood transfusions for like ultra wealthy, right? To keep
Yeah,
them,
there's
like,
that there's that super rich guy who's like trying to be young, and he's like,
like some
you see, he was like
vampire
taking his blood from his son, and he was like getting blood transfusions from his son or some shit. Y'all heard about that guy?
Elon already tried it.
Oh, I'm gonna send y'all. Like he looks crazy.
That sounds.
It's a whole like it's a whole write up on this guy, like on and a bunch of videos. And he looks like Ellen
and stupid. Like that sounds so fucking stupid. Like
I mean, I guess when you like you said, when you get to that level of wealth,
yeah, he's just a super.
I spend my money on. Okay,
he's just a super rich guy. Rich guy.
Off, man. Like
life. No. What's the guy? Youth ups. No, I don't want to write that. Rich guy. Youth. I don't know. Whatever.
All right. Well, either way, gentlemen, I gotta go.
Oh, hold on. Let me show you.
Okay.
Sorry, the last thing. I'm just gonna show you because ABC News, Business Insider, he's all over this shit. You watch this shit. This shit is crazy.
Do you send it, or are you gonna do it?
No, I'm just gonna share a screen.
Oh, okay.
But and then window this one. This guy.
Man, he looks creepy as shit already.
Reverse aging mogul discusses regimen as he strives for biological. Like this is the most awkward. It's the most awkward interview. Like it's so weird. Look, he's got shit all over, man.
And they're showing him doing pull-ups. Like what the hell?
Got fucking plug-ins.
Dog. I don't know. It's like 46. He's 46. This is 46.
Well, I thought he was about to be like 85 or so. I was like, well, damn, that shit might be working. 46. Like,
the nigga look 46, right?
Yeah, he looks 46.
No, he's the guy. He's getting blood transfusions from his son. He's taking like all these like weird. He's eating these weird foods and stuff. It's wild, man.
And when you're super wealthy, like you have nothing else to spend your money on. So like, when you buy a $300 million yacht, I mean, even the cost to run such a thing is ridiculous. So like, you don't have anything to spend your money on. I did it all. Like, you know, I would love to find out. I would love to find out how bored I would be.
Oh yeah,
$1 trillion.
Give me that challenge.
I would love to I urge you to reconsider because you again.
I find something to do.
It happens with everything.
Mhm.
until you do everything, and then what? Then what?
I'm
I'm buying Mars.
I'm buying asteroids.
You ain't gonna buy Mars for 300
Obviously.
million. You ain't gonna buy Mars for just $300 million.
Oh, okay.
I think Mars would take all of Elon Musk's money if he would do something
I
like that.
own that shit now.
Saying, I'm a flag in that
And
bitch.
how would you even do that? Like, what the fuck? Like,
Put Mars on the stock market and shit.
It was like
we don't own the planets.
MRS.
Damn. All right, boys,
Yeah.
man. It's been a good
Yeah,
cast, man.
it's like 2 a.m. and shit.
Mhm.
All right,
100%.
so
I wish Predator Badlands. I'm looking for it on Disney Plus. How long do you think it's going to be till it's on Disney Plus?
I give a couple days.
3
Really?
months. 3 months.
Nah, I would say maybe a little bit shorter than 3 months. I give it maybe.
I
2
give it
months.
to Tuesday.
It's going to slow down. And then it's about a week. You
2
know.
months. 2 months.
Yeah, next weekend it'll slow down enough. So hopefully they make enough money to give us a 2. I'm sure we're going to get Killer of Killers 2, but we need to see Badlands 2. We need another deck movie. So
They should bring back Dutch, man.
They have to.
Oh, that'd be dope.
They're going to give us an animated Dutch and Harrigan movie, man.
No, I want Arnold Schwarzenegger back in that Joe popping up as an old guy.
Oh hell no.
With what's the girl's name?
You made that mistake. Naru?
Yeah, with Naru and
Harrigan. And Mike Harrigan?
Oh man, if they all like walking through the city in like the super future.
Harrigan had the most. Harrigan had the most.
It'd be like Homecoming all over again.
Hey, Harrigan had the most brutal kill, man. 100%.
He's like, come on, I'm right here. Come on. Do
Get to the chopper. All these iconic lines. I think his worst yell was probably in Total Recall. Yeah,
Get to the
that was probably his worst one.
chopper. The chopper, get to it.
Oh shit. Oh man, yeah. Mm-mm.
All right, guys.
All right, boys, man. Y'all
Sorry,
be
yo.
good,
It was a
man.
pleasure. Y'all be
Take
good.
care. Thanks
All right.
everybody for joining us. Peace.
Later.
Peace.